welcome to the first home football game of the year. I am Jack Theo, and with me is my partner, Matthew Florida. Matt, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Jack. I'm very excited for this first home football game.
Yeah, exciting matchup tonight. We got Lake Central coming off a 41-0 loss against Lincoln Way Central, a team in Illinois. And while the other team, Portage, they lost a little 20-7. Lake Central is 1-1, while Portage is 0-2. Matt, what do you think Portage needs to do to get their first win tonight?
Well, to get their first win, Jack, I think Portage really has to put points on the board. They need to keep their offense on the field and keep their defense on the sideline.
Yeah, exactly right. On the other hand, Lake Central with a 1-1 record, how do you think they can bounce back from that devastating loss?
Well, they really need to start completing more passes and have more yards on offense. The offense needs to stay on the field while the defense needs to stay on the sideline.
Yeah, both teams with electric players. What are some players we have to watch out for? First for Portage.
For Portage, we need to watch out for their quarterback. He has a lot of rushing yards. His name is Anthony Maceo, and he is a major player to watch out for tonight.
And what about Lake Central? What's that one player that Portage should watch out for?
I would say that Portage should watch out for Zach Bundelow. He should have a great night tonight.
And with all that, next time we come back, it will be Lake Central versus Portage.
And gentlemen, kindly remove your caps as we honor America and those who protect its freedom with the playing of our national anthem, performed this evening by the Lake Central Tribe of Pride under the direction of Mr. David Nelson.
Welcome back, everyone. We hope you have been waiting for this game. We got an exciting one. Lake Central versus Portage. Indians versus the Indians. Strap back and relax as kickoff is about to start. And we got a big game today, Matt. What can we expect?
Well, we're going to look for a lot of points to be scored by Lake Central as we are trying to bounce back from the devastating loss last week.
Yeah, and like we said, Portage is 0-2. Starting a season 0-3, I don't think things are going to go good for the team because 0-3, you got a pretty big – it's pretty hard to
This is a must-win game for Portage in their eyes.
And I feel like they got enough offense. They've got number 3, Anthony Maceo. This guy is insane. I mean, I haven't seen stats like from this quarterback. Like Lamar Jackson in college, he has 293 rushing yards and 5 rushing touchdowns. As a quarterback, you expect to see those as a running back, but 2 games in the high school, it's insane.
It's very impressive. Portage has got a very strong running attack, and look for them to utilize that tonight.
Yeah, and also they got big Cody Russell. The team calls him Fat Dog Russell, and we know why. He is a mammoth. This guy is huge. He will bulldoze his way through Lake Central in my mind. And I feel like Portage has a real great chance to win tonight.
Yeah, I believe they do have a great chance. I was out there watching some of their pregame, and their pitches looked very impressive, and we have to watch out for that tonight.
Now, we do have to watch for Zach Bundelow after having a really bad game last game, only passing for 41 yards after having over 230 against Munster and coming out with only 41 yards. He really needs to come back with a strong game. I mean, he's learning the game. I talked to him. He said, I'm learning and learning every bit, and I'm really happy about it because I'm getting better and better. And he says that tonight he can have a big game. Joshua Williams on Lake Central, 31. He is a big, big guy. He will bulldoze his way through. He did it against Munster. We saw that. He's a big guy. He's like a Jerome Bettis, Jonathan Stewart. This guy is unstoppable. Both teams with really key players, but the receiving game for Portage is really questionable. They don't really have a key receiver.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup tonight as we look out as Lake Central's about to receive the football now. It looks like they I don't know if they won the coin toss, but it looks like they're going to receive the football.
It seems like Lake Central knows. Portage will score a lot, so Lake Central really wants to establish the first points on the board. And also, we heard Portage's #1 receiver, Greg Mildage, it will be out tonight. The #1 receiver we heard in the region. So we'll see how they throw the ball, but we really think this will be a running game from Portage. And we got to look at Giovanni Lopez from Lake Central. Had a 99-yard touchdown against Munster. I mean, 99 yards, pretty insane. So we'll see what happens. And there's the kickoff as Lake Central gets it. And the spin move, the juke, and another spin move. And he's juking everyone. And it seems like he's got Madden all over him as he just did some joystick moves right there. How about that?
Pretty impressive kick return, I would say, as they returned it back to the 37-yard line as the offense now takes the field.
Yeah, interesting play right there. A little momentum boost right there as he made some pretty smooth moves right there, I got to say. I mean, I haven't seen a lot like that. As that was number 27, Giovanni Lopez that we were talking about. So it looks like he's got speed and agility as here's the Lake Central offense coming off a 41-0 loss against Lincoln Way Central. Zach Bundelow, junior QB, having 250 yards and 4 touchdowns. And Joshua Williams in the back with 34 carries and 187 yards and 1 touchdown. And we'll see how Zach Bundelow starts the game off for Lake Central.
I talked to Zach Bundelow before the game. He said to watch out for the first play of the game. So let's look out here.
As the first play of the game will be a run to Joshua Williams, and the Portage defense just stops him. Great reacts right there. And Joshua Williams, only about a yard gain right there. As Zach Bundelow coming off his second year as a varsity QB with a new coach, Coach Bartolomeo. He did coach last year for a few games, but this year is his first full year. Last year he was an intern for Coach St. Germain, but we'll see how Bartolomeo's doing. He said he's a real offensive guy, but he said, I do need to worry about the defense also.
Bundelow coming back out in shotgun. Let's see what the Indian offense has here.
Bundelow, he always likes to run the ball because you got a guy like Joshua Williams. So he steps back, he throws it to Keon Sellers, and Sellers is stopped about 3 yards from the first down, as it will be 3rd and 3. A nice play right there by Zach Bundelow. Quick pass and quick yards right there.
It's going to be interesting what the Indian offense decides to do here. You can either go run or shotgun pass. We'll have to see what the option is here today.
Yeah, if you look at Portage, their defensive men, they're pretty big. So Joshua Williams will have a hard time. As you see, Lake Central going with 3 receivers right now, 2 on his left, 1 on his right.
Zach Bundelow coming under center. Looks like I formation here.
Yep, Sellers on his right, Wagner and Ruberry on his left. And he drops back, gives it to Carlos Mancera, and he is short of the first down, as it looked like it will be 4th and 1. The big question, will Zach Bundelow go for it, or will they punt it to put Portage back on their own territory?
Now, Zach is actually a very good punter. I would like to see if they are going to go for it in 4th and short here, if they're going to have him punt the ball to confuse the defense.
I give you that. Zach Bundelow, he can punt. He's had some great punts. I mean, against Lincoln Way Central, they punt a lot, as it looks like they will not be punting. Looks like they might be going fullback run. Giovanni Lopez going motion to his right. J-Will in the back. Looks like he's trying to dry him off sides, and there's a timeout. Portage knew what he was trying to do. Zach Bundelow tried, and there's a timeout by Lake Central. Lake Central trying to get that first down.
Well, we'll see if they will actually still go for it, if they'll bring on the punt unit here.
I think they will. I think you have to go in with Joshua Williams. I mean, he's a big guy. That's what you need him for. Like when you have that 1st and goal at the 1, right there, you give it to him. So I really think they need to give it to him here. Or maybe go a quick slant to Giovanni Lopez with that speed and agility.
Personally, I would put Zach Bundelow in shotgun and have him punt it and see if they can't pin Portage inside their own 10.
Yeah, that's also a very good point right there. Bundelow, he can do many things. We'll see what happens as the receivers are Ruberry and Sellers, 2 receivers, and Joshua Williams will be in the backfield.
It looks like they will go for it.
Yes, there is Giovanni Lopez and the slant, so we could see maybe a slant.
Let's see if this timeout paid off for them.
And there's the punt right there. And a little short, and there's a bounce for Lake Central, rolling all the way to the 15-yard line. Right there, Zach Bundelow with another terrific punt. Now we'll see if Portage can just run through this offense. defense, I mean, because Portage can run the ball. We know that. We've seen the stats. We've seen the highlights. Now we just got to see if it's the real deal.
Yeah, I believe we'll see a heavy dose of run coming out the gate, but we'll see what Portage comes out with.
Yeah, I'll project Portage throws at least only 5 passes this whole game. 5 only. I think they'll rush the ball maybe about 50 times or more. This team is a run-heavy team. As you see, there is Anthony Maceo, and there's Cody Russell right there, the 2 big key players for this Portage offense.
Watch for a pitch to the left this play, to the right.
There it is, right there. And a nice hand right there.
Good blocking.
There he is, he's open.
Wow.
He's at the 40, he's at the 50. He's got all grass in front of him, and he's out of bounds. What a run right there by number 4, Jalen Smith, the 5'8" junior, all the way at the 30-yard line. What a play right there, and what a run. Like you said, a motion to the left. We've seen that in the pregame, and they did it right there, and it seemed to work.
Like I said, we're going to be expecting a heavy dose of run early in the game, and you can expect them to keep going back to that until the Indian defense figures that out.
Yeah, and right there, Jalen Smith will be coming out. And Maceo, we can see a run from him right now, or Cody Russell. Right, they call him Cody Fat Dog Russell. I mean, he is a big dude.
All right, let's see Cody in the backfield.
As there's Maceo, right there goes to Russell, and Russell gets a nice gain. Lake Central, great job right there by bringing him down. It looked like, I want to say it was Jackson Long on the tackle. Jackson Long, that key senior player right there. And also number 45, Zach Ritt, the sophomore, making a big impact this year. I got to give it to the kid. He made a nice tackle right there also. It's a sophomore learning the things from Jackson Long, a senior, and also Brian Kelly, a senior. He's got a great future, I think.
Yeah, very, very nice play by him on that. And watch out for the read option here.
Yeah, right there. Another pitch.
And another pitch.
And he loses
fumble.
it.
That's a fumble.
And it looks like we'll see what they say, and it will be
looks like Portage.
Yeah, it looks like Portage ball.
Portage is going to keep the ball here.
That's that one thing about that motion and the hand pitch off.
With the pitch, if the guy in motion does not successfully grab that ball, that is a fumble. It's a lateral behind the line.
It's a risky play, but when it works, it can do good for you.
As you can see, they had a big run with the same play, so we'll see if they continue to go back to that.
See, it's 3rd and 14 right now, so maybe we'll see a pass or Maceo act like he's passing and go for a run. As there's Maceo.
Looks like.
And he goes for the pass, and that's over the head of number 84, Deegan Spiller, the junior. And it looks like Portage will punt or go for it. I don't think they'll kick a field goal.
I honestly think Portage should go for it here. I mean, they're down in Indian territory. I think it'd be a perfect opportunity for them to go for it.
And it looks like they won't because Anthony Maceo is staying on the sidelines, and the punting team is coming out. It looks like number 12, Zach Warkis, is coming out to punt the ball for Portage Indians.
We'll see if the Indians can't get a good return here.
Lake Central's got in the back to return the ball. Number 24, Jared Bias, and number 27, Giovanni Lopez. Giovanni Lopez, a guy with terrific speed, and Jared Bias, a guy with terrific football IQ. And that punt, and it's nice roll right there, but still, that is not a kind of punt you want when you're on the 43-yard line.
Yeah, with only about a 20-yard punt, it was quite risky going for that when you could go for the first down and try to continue your drive.
Yeah, it is what Portage thought, maybe being 4th and 14. A little risky right there, maybe play safe. As it's 8:26, it's 0-0. Here come the Indians for the second drive of the game. Zach Bundalo having little stats in that first drive. Nothing really big from both teams. As Lake Central right here going 4 receivers. Interesting to see what they do here. You never really see them go 4 receivers.
We'll see if we can't have some production on the offense this drive.
Yeah, he got 3 on his right, 1 on his left. Bundalo goes, he fakes it right there.
Beautiful pass.
There it is, and that will be, looks like a first down or 2nd and 1.
Beautiful slant route.
Yes, that is. As it looks like 2nd and 1. Not for the first time, but a nice quick pass and nice yardage right there by Zach Bundalo. Zach Bundalo really likes to get rid of that ball fast. Really finds his receivers as quick as he can, which is really key for him.
Considering to not have as many sacks and to get rid of the ball fast, it's really key for this offense.
Yeah. As here you go, Zach Bundalo, J-Will all the way in the back. Bundalo hike the ball, goes to Joshua Williams, Goes to the outside, and he's stuffed by that Portage defense right there. It looks like who started that was number 40, Alfredo Dulana, the senior 6'3" defensive end. Looks like he got to him first. Looks like once he got there, the whole defense got there.
Yeah, it did not look like very many open holes for him to run. The D-line just completely crashed down on the offensive line, and he had nowhere to go.
And obviously they want Bundalo to pass if they're stopping his run. It looks like they're blitzing, and it looks like their middle linebackers are staying in a zone, which is really key. So we'll see what happens right here.
Need to convert a first down to continue this drive.
As you got Ruberry, number 15 on his left. We'll see Bundalo. Once again, he's going back. Goes to Joshua Williams. Joshua Williams up the middle. Breaks his way, and that will be an Indians first down.
That is some power running, and that's what this Indian offense needs to spark them.
That's what Joshua Williams does. Goes right through the middle, bulldozes his way through. Nice run right there.
And I believe that is the first Indian first down of this game.
And there's Bundalo coming out. Joshua Williams, nice run right there. Maybe give him some momentum boost. He really needs some yards. As Ruberry on his right, and it looks like on his left is number 27, Giovanni Lopez. Lopez can maybe go for that streak and go all the way out. He's got speed to do it, that's for sure.
He did it the first game of the season. We'll see if he can't do it again.
Yes, he did. As Bundalo drops back, Ruberry, it's over his head. As looks like Ruberry wasn't ready for the pass. As that will be 2nd and 10.
It's better to throw it out of the way than have the ball intercepted, is like I always like to say.
Yes, that is true. But it looked like he tried to go to Ruberry, and Ruberry didn't just go far out enough.
Maybe a slight miscommunication between Bundalo and Ruberry.
Yes, that is, as Ruberry out and Sellers coming in. Bundalo, like we said, junior, will be back next year, we hope, as the senior quarterback. And it's really interesting to see a senior quarterback, especially that's been starting since he was a sophomore.
Yeah, this will give him a lot of time for growth, especially this year into next year.
Yeah, as Bundalo, Jay Will on his right. 4 receivers for Zach Bundalo. As he goes to Joshua Williams, bulldozes his way through right there. And that's about a 3 or 2 yard gain.
Nice stiff arm by Joshua Williams right there.
Yeah, he tried to get his way through. Almost a face mask, I thought, right there.
Yeah, he tried to keep his hands off the face mask, but bulldozes forward for a couple more yards. I like the effort.
As it's 3rd and 9 for Lake Central with 6:08 in the first quarter. Lake Central really need a first down right here.
Looks like we're going slight hurry up on the offense.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Tire that defense out. And once that defense is tired, then the offense can take control.
With Bundalo in the shotgun, we'll see what he does here.
Joshua Williams on his left. Bundalo will drop back. He goes back. He's going back. And he goes for the open pass. And it's caught by Giovanni Lopez. Giovanni Lopez, he's at the 20. He's at the 10. We got a Lake Central touchdown. Giovanni Lopez finds the end zone. 6-0 Lake Central. Zach Bundalo. What a pass, what a target, and what a spot he put that in.
Great vision by Zach Bundalo as the D-line was crashing in on him. He found the open man, and he took off.
Giovanni Lopez making another big play for the Lake Central. This is what we want to see from them.
Great momentum boost coming off, especially last week's loss. This is great for the Indian offense to get them kick-started and hopefully boost their defense morale too.
Yeah, Zach Bundalo, that's his 5th touchdown pass this year. We'll see what Cole Rainwater does on this extra point. Holder holds it. Rainwater goes up, and it's good. Lake Central is leading 7-0 after a big play from Zach Bundalo to number 27, Giovanni Lopez.
Like I said again, that was just great vision by the quarterback here to scramble out of the pocket with D linemen in their face and to complete that pass.
Yes, it was right there. Lake Central, big momentum boost, and you got the student section behind you. I mean, that's what you want, the student section behind you, because for people that know about the Lake Central student section, they sure know well how loud they are. So when Lake Central gets hyped, trust me, this football team will get hyped. So great start right there by Lake Central. Lake Central will be kicking it off to Portage with 5:35 left. 7-0 Lake Central after the big play from Giovanni Lopez.
Let's see if the Portage still remains heavy on the run. We haven't seen much passing offense from Portage. Yeah, no completed passes.
Maybe that pitch maybe made him think about it a little bit after fumbling. As here's Rainwater for the kickoff. And the ball is up.
What a beautiful kick here.
That was a nice kick. As there's Sterling Lawrence returning it. He's got open
room.
land. As there's Cole Rainwater, and he misses it, but he does draw him out. Great play by Cole Rainwater, the kicker, as he's out at the 50. Cole Rainwater, two-man play right there. I mean, kicked the ball, and he just stopped him.
I mean, yeah, usually the kicker's not a tackler, but on that play, he was the last man to stop before a touchdown could have happened.
If Cole Rainwater wasn't there, I think he was on the 30 at least. I mean,
yeah, he stumbled out. Great return regardless, but we'll see if the Indian defense can't hold here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens as there's Anthony Maceo once again, the senior quarterback, lightning speed. He's 5'10", he's 185. Not the average size of a quarterback, but still he's got that speed like we always say.
Looks like they're running 2 wide receivers on the left. Let's see if they won't pitch it that side.
As there's with the pitch right there. Nice play right there. Number 24, Mitchell McGregor. I wonder if he's related to Conor McGregor.
That's a good one, Jack. But
so
yeah,
nice run right there. I don't know if that's a second down or first down. A little close right there.
It was not 9 or 10 yards on the play, but look for the read option to come out of that play. You saw the fake handoff. And
that is a first down by Portage. Great run right there. We're having a lot of close plays at the first down marker today.
We'll see what the Portage offense can't do here. Looks like has Fat Dog Russell in the backfield.
Maceo goes right to Russell. Big dog Russell bulldozes his way through for about a 5-yard gain. Nice game right there by Cody, the Fat Dog Russell. Is that what they call him for a reason?
That is some good power running there by Portage, and they're going to need to keep it up and maybe integrate some play action to confuse his defense.
As they're once again under the center. As there's the motion, and look at Lake Central trying to read it for the blitz. And Maceo, he breaks off. He goes up the middle. Maceo goes in the end zone. It's a touchdown, Portage. And what a run by Anthony Maceo, kicking about everyone here, going in with Cody Russell. As you see, he took the ball and just went right through the end zone, and that's what we are expecting to see from him. What a run.
Now, we looked at his stats before the game, and wow, that was an amazing run. I saw him get clogged in the middle. I did not see him break out of that. He found the holes.
A small guy like that just went right through the middle. Great play by Anthony Maceo, and Portage will try to tie the game with this extra point.
You saw his acceleration as he bursted through the hole, and once he had open space, he was gone.
Yeah, he had open space. He said, I'm scoring. And the kick is up, and it's good. Tie game, Portage with a nice drive, nice offense, momentum. We'll see if the defense can stop Lake Central on the 3rd drive.
That's what Portage needed to do, come down, score a touchdown, tie Lake Central back, and hopefully Lake Central can't answer back with another touchdown.
Yeah, interesting to see as he went right through the middle, and you have Jackson Long, star defensive player there. I mean, you got to stop that one. That's right in the middle.
Yeah, that is a play you really need to stop. I mean, they had to review some footage of that and know that this quarterback is a runner, and he will run on you if he can.
Oh, most definitely. This guy will run all over you. I bet you even if it's like 3rd and 30, he'll run. He's got speed. He's got agility. He can run.
We saw the stats. We saw how much rushing yards he's averaging a game. We know this is not a passing offense, so Lake Central should be preparing for more for the run next drive.
Yeah, as Giovanni Lopez, who caught that touchdown, and Jared Bias are in the backfield for the return. We'll see if something interesting happens. Giovanni Lopez, he does have speed and agility, so it'll be interesting to see if he can return it. Obviously, star player from last year, Quincy Triple, is still dealing a foot injury. As you know, he had many memorable returns last year.
We'll see if we can't get a good return here. Hopefully some blocks will open up as the return man will.
Yeah. Looks like Portage, all the blocks are opening up for them. As here you go, you hear the student section going crazy, and the kick is up. And it looks like Giovanni Lopez will catch it. And Giovanni Lopez stutters, and he goes in. And he jukes a little, and he looks like he gets about to the 26, 27-yard line. Willow game for Giovanni Lopez. It looked like he stuttered a little bit because he couldn't find any room as Portage just swarmed in there.
Yeah, he looked like he was searching for extra room, but he just couldn't find it there, Jack. And we'll see what the Indian offense can do as they are coming on the field now.
Yeah, as here is junior quarterback Zach Bundle about to come out in his offense, trying to get another touchdown drive. Obviously, the one we just saw was a big play. He found the spot. He put that perfect, and Giovanni Lopez just did the rest and used his speed and won the end zone.
He had a perfect integration of pass and run that drive, and that's what they need to do to confuse his defense. Keep them on edge and be ready to score at any point.
Yes, as Joshua Williams next to On the left, Zach Bundalo. Bundalo will hike the ball, hands it off to Joshua Williams, and Williams will go for about a 3 to 4 yard gain right there. Once again, Portage swarming and stopping Joshua Williams. Joshua Williams really needs a big run right now to start something.
It looks like he was looking towards the right, couldn't find anything, went back to the left and found a couple yards.
Yeah, and Zach Bundalo, he knows that his passing game is going to have to be really sharp tonight if they want to pull out that W.
Yeah, we'll see if they can't get another score in before the end of the first quarter, as it is 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, we've really seen some offense and some defense right now. It's really cool to see what we're seeing right now.
Yeah.
Both teams are playing the same exact game, it looks like. Both big plays.
Both big plays, both big scoring plays, but both Lake Central and Portage. As
Joshua Williams goes for the pass, he goes up the middle, and he breaks a tackle, and he breaks another tackle. He's bulldozing his way through at the 40. Joshua Williams, the big man on the field, bulldozing his way through for Indians. First down.
And he is just plowing through defenders at this point to move the chains to get another first down for Lake Central.
I really do like that play by Zach Bundalo. A little handoff pass right there, and Joshua Williams just said, I'm getting this first down. He just bulldozed his way through everyone.
He took it through the backfield, found the open holes, and went forward.
Yes, he did, and Joshua Williams is a senior this year, replacing star running back last year, Anthony Giles. Anthony Giles, he is one heck of a talent, that is for sure. It
was amazing getting to watch him play, but now we have new talent in the backfield, and I can't wait to see what he can do.
Bartolomeo said, very young team we have here, and that's a really good sign because a young team can always improve and get better. As Bundalo, he's going deep. Keon Sellers is open, and he misses it.
Wow, that was a close play. Possible pass interference there, but it was too close to call.
Keon Sellers right there almost had the catch would have been at about the 20-yard line, but it looked like Portage got to him in time as the pass took a little too long to get to him.
Yes, pass was a little late, but still anyways, Indian offense has to come out and produce.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about that play, I saw Giovanni Lopez open right in the middle. I didn't know if he was going to go to him, but maybe Bundalo saw something in Sellers, but
yeah, it was a risky play regardless, considering two Portage defenders over there, but it was worth the risk at that point.
As Giovanni Lopez in motion right now, going on Bundalo's right side, Keon Sellers on the left, Joshua Williams in the back. And he hands off to Joshua Williams. Joshua Williams finds room, and he gets about a 5 to 6 yard gain right there.
Williams seemed frustrated at the end of the play as I saw him put the ball on the ground. I know he wanted to break that one off for more yards.
Yeah, he had some open space right there. He's just got to find it. And it'll be 3rd and 5. Lake Central is trying to get a first down and continue this drive. That looks like number 81, Ryan Rubery, is coming in.
Need only 5 and need to continue this drive.
And Joshua Williams is on the sidelines right now. As it looks like Zach Bundalo is going with no running back, so we're going to expect the pass.
Wow, we have 5 wides here. This should be interesting. Look for a quick slant route.
Should be interesting. Portage doesn't have that much coverage on him so far.
Look for a heavy rush here.
As he comes on the right side, and he finds the middle. And Lopez misses the wide open pass. Looked like a little too high for him, but still a nice play by Bundalo as he was under pressure. As you saw on his right, the defensive player was coming off, but hey, that was a nice pass by him though.
Yeah, the D-line was rushing in on Zach Bundalo, and he did not want to take the sack there and put his team in a worse position. So he went and he fired what he could.
And we'll probably be expecting a punt right here. Maybe they'll be going for it.
It's 5 yards. Anything could happen. With a punt here, you could pin them deep.
It looks like Portage is not expecting a punt because they have no one back for it. As he will be punting, and
wow, that was almost blocked,
but
a
look at the
great
roll
hit
right there. Lake Central getting the roll about at the 9 or 8 yard line. Zach Bundalo once using his leg to put the Lake Central defense in a good position.
Yeah, with Portage inside their own 10, you can really back them up here and put them in a really hard position with a great punt by Zach Bundalo, which really confuses the defense.
One problem, gives Maseo more room to run.
That does give Maseo more room to run, but less in the backfield where he can make space. Let's see if the Indian defense can't hold here.
I'm not going to expect the pitch at this time by the end zone. I feel like they'll do an option like they did last time to score. I really feel like that was key, but I feel like Cody Russell's going to get it this time. I mean, I feel like they got to establish his run game to truly establish the game.
Yeah, since that fumble, they haven't really gone to the pitch, but I look for another read option by Maseo.
As there he goes.
A handoff.
Number 24, Michael McGregor.
There's a flag on the play.
As there is
possible
a flag.
holding on the offense is what I expect.
We'll see what they call.
45 Zach Britt, 39 Carlos Mancera on the tackle.
As well as Michael McGregor on the run.
We'll see what the call is here. A penalty on Portage will really back them up here.
And it looks like Portage is expecting it as they're huddling up in the end zone. So it looks like they're expecting a penalty on them.
We'll see if Portage does another pitch play here.
Holding on the offense right there. Half to the distance of the goal. That's interesting right now.
It looks like they'll be back on their 4 or 5 yard line, really backed up here. Not a lot of room to work.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Cody Russell begins some runs right now. That's Maceo, the back. Motion, hikes the ball, and he pitches it. Nice pitch right there as he finds some room for some gain. As Maceo looked like he couldn't find anything, as he did get bulldozed right there.
What a risky play considering the last time they ran that was a fumble. So a fumble in their own territory could have been very bad for them.
No, it was a risky play right there by Portage, but sometimes the risky plays do pay off.
That is true. With the small gain there, it didn't pay off as much as they were hoping, but we'll see what the Portage offense comes out with here. Portage, 2nd and 9. They're on their own 10-yard line. We'll see if they won't pass the ball. I haven't seen much of that today.
As here they go. Cody Russell in the back. Another motion. And he looks like another pitch.
Another pitch with almost room to run.
It looks like you can't tell that pitch until the last second.
Yeah, I thought that it was a run up the middle until the misdirection caught me, and I saw a pitch to the left again. I'm surprised they're not using the wide side of the field here. Running to the small side of the field doesn't give their running back a lot of room to work, but we'll see what the offense can't do here as it's 3rd down.
From their own 17-yard line.
17, 3rd and 2. Could see a run right here by Maceo.
Not a lot of passing going on this game, but with a lot of yards to go before the 1st down, they really need to kickstart something.
I could really see Maceo going outside the pocket and trying to find someone and running it, acting like he is going to pass it, but not really.
Expect a run from Maceo here.
There's Maceo, there's the run, and he's stopped by the Lake Central defense right there. Stuffed right there, and it'll be 4th down for Portage. We'll see if they go for it. 4th and 2 is risky, and you're at the 17-yard line. So
yeah, on your own side of the field, I don't think it'd be very smart to go for it here. Expect a Portage punt.
Yep.
But I almost saw Maceo scored out of there. Indian defense wrapped up tightly and got them stopped. So that was a great play.
As there is the Portage punting team, Giovanni Lopez and Jared Bias both back to return the punt. Usually the ball is going to Giovanni Lopez.
We'll see if they'll get one more play off before the end of the 1st quarter as they punt it now.
As he runs to the side, and it's a kick that's going to take another Portage roll, and right there at about the 43-yard line, and Lake Central will be on their own 43. Lake Central with 45 seconds left, maybe trying to end the 1st quarter with a huge momentum boost.
They have very good field position, Jack. Look for them to go for some downfield passes, integrate some runs, and see if we can't get another touchdown on the board.
As Portage defense, one guy to watch out for is Drake Guerrero, the senior defensive end. This guy has 23 tackles and 3 solo, but he is a big man, and he can get through that offensive line and sack Bundalo.
It's very impressive what he's done so far this season. We haven't seen much of him tonight. Let's see if he can step it up.
Offensive line has been really good so far for Lake Central. I will give him credit for that.
Yeah, the offensive line has been playing great, creating holes for the running back and giving time for Bundalo to pass the ball.
And Bundalo on the motion right there to Keon Sellers. Keon Sellers goes on the right, and he's brought down right there by Portage.
It looked like he almost would have had the outside edge, but he closed on him very quickly.
And it looks like that was number 42, Jeremy Torres, the senior linebacker. Nice play right there as he wrapped Keon Sellers and read the motion.
I really like the play call, integrating something new than a vanilla offense with the pass and run. I really like the kind of trickery there. It keeps the defense on edge.
I really haven't seen anything from that from Lake Central this year. I've never seen a play like that.
Yeah, Lake Central with 12 seconds left. We'll see if they'll let this run to the 2nd quarter or if we will hike the ball one more time. It looks like Bundalo will let it run to the 2nd quarter.
And it looks like he'll wait. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Indians versus the Indians. Lake Central with 7. Portage with 7. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you are still with us as we have a tie game, 7-7 in the start of the second quarter. Lake Central, 2nd and 10 on their 42. Zach Bundle trying to have another touchdown as he had a connected one with Giovanni Lopez for a big gain. As here's Zach Bundalo about to hike the ball as he drops back. And he looks like he goes to Keon Sellers. Keon Sellers
fighting for extra yards.
As it looks like he's down at Portage's 49. It looks like it might be 3rd and 2nd. And Lake Central short of another first down, but still 3rd down. Maybe another run with Joshua Williams. We'll see what happens.
I think a run would be perfect here. Just had a beautiful curl route ran, and now I think they should pound them with a heavy dose of run and see if we can't produce a first down here.
But I really feel like that first quarter made Lake Central realize Portage has a big defensive line. They got one that can stop them, the run, and it has stopped the run.
The D-line has shown different times that they can get into the quarterback, so they need to hurry up and find some holes and create first downs.
As it's 3rd and 2nd, Bundalo go to Joshua Williams, and Williams will get the Indians first down right there, as Williams will get about a 3-yard gain. Lake Central with another first down and pulling this drive, try to get a touchdown.
That's some perfect power running, just what we were calling for, running right up the gut, right what Lake Central needs to create another Lake Central first down.
As Lake Central on Portage's 46-yard line.
Hurry up very quickly. Bundalo under center. Looks like I formation here for the offense.
Yeah, Bundalo probably going to go Joshua Williams once again. Maybe he'll go outside or inside. And he gives it to the fullback inside, and it's about looks like a 3-yard gain by Carlos Mancera, the junior.
Very good use of misdirection on the play. Not a lot of room to run, but I like the different offense that we're bringing out here tonight.
Yeah, Carlos Mancera, another low-key player you got to watch out for. A fullback that gets him some yards, some good yards. Also another player for Lake Central is Sir Felix Garcia. That's right, his name is Sir Felix Garcia, the junior, the 5'9 junior. And he can run too. We saw him at the Munster game when they were winning by a lot. They took Joshua Williams out, and he showcased some running talents.
And it looks like we're showing a balanced offense here, equally mixed with pass and run, as we will see what Bundalo gives a run here.
Joshua Williams inside. Williams busting a move, and looks like he is on the Portage 41-yard line. Looks like about a 2-yard gain.
We'll see if they go pass here. It'll be interesting what play call. They've been doing a heavy dose of run recently, this offense has.
Yes, both teams have. I like to see Bundalo pass more. He hasn't passed so much ever since that touchdown.
Ever since that touchdown, I believe there's been only 1 or 2 completed passes. Let's see if they go deep again and try to catch the Portage defense sleeping.
Yeah, 3rd and 5. I'm looking at Giovanni Lopez once again. Maybe Keon Sellers. He's got that big reach. They said he is one of the most athletic guys on this football team.
Keon Sellers, amazing football player, has a lot of speed. We'll see if they utilize him correctly tonight.
That's when I commentated basketball last year. I always called him the DAC player, defensive player of the year, even though they don't have the award. And it's a picked off by number 7, Devin Griffin. And he sees a lot of green in his way. And it looks like he'll be stopped at the 3-yard line. And what a pick off right there as Zach Bundalo throws his first interception of the year. And at the right time.
I will have to say it's not the most beautiful pass I've seen. I don't know if it was a misdirection by the wide receiver and quarterback, misunderstanding, but we'll have to have the LC defense come up here big.
Devin Griffin read that play perfect.
That was a very beautiful interception by Griffin.
As like I said, he was going to try to go Keon Sellers on their reach. Griffin knew it. He said, hey, he's going to go to him. I got to stop him. And he just took the ball about 50 yards right there.
Good awareness by the offense to hustle down and tackle him before he runs into the end zone, so giving the defense a chance to stop Portage here, as we will see if Maceo will do any kind of trickery with a read option.
I think this is where you said Cody Russell right here. Be fat dog Russell right here.
Jerome Bettis type
right
build.
Right there, Cody Russell. He's bulldozing his way through as he is stopped by the Lake Central defense. As that was a great awareness right there, as they didn't even tackle him.
And look for 2 more runs if they don't get in this very next play. Look for them to go for it even on 4th down, just to give that power running.
Jackson Long realizing they can't score, and Jackson Long was one of the key players right there who stopped that run.
Closing up holes and not letting the offensive line create them is what's key right now.
As 8:37 on the clock, Lake Central and Portage tied. Indians versus the Indians. Portage on Lake Central's 4-yard line. You got Maceo and Cody Russell on his right side. And there's another motion, and he goes to number 4, Jalen Smith, and he finds the end zone for a Portage touchdown. 13-7 Portage, and Portage has taken the lead and has found 2 straight touchdowns after Lake Central scored.
Like I said, I can't remember the last time Portage just passed the ball. They just keep running on this Lake Central defense.
Passed the ball this game yet.
There's not been one completed pass. Lake Central needs to realize that this is not a passing offense and needs to close these gaps.
Yeah, maybe a little man blitz or something.
I will give it to Portage. That is very nice designed run play right there as they came in with the motion and scored that touchdown.
Yes, that was a nice run. Jalen Smith, the big guy, number 4, the junior running back, found the hole. And kick is up, and it's good. 14-7 Portage. Portage with 14 unanswered points, and Lake Central will be coming out trying to tie the game or try to get points on the board after being shut out 3 straight drives.
Like they said, turnovers costly in the game of football, especially when it's almost returned for 7 points. So with not much room for the defense there, I mean, it was going to be hard to stop that offense within 4 yards.
Yeah, it'll be interesting how the offense comes out. Zach Bundle, if they're throwing that pick, almost a pick 6 basically, but still. When a quarterback throws a pick, it really changes his mindset.
It does change his mindset. They said in football, the greatest quarterbacks have a short memory, have to forget about the last drive and focus on scoring a touchdown the very next drive, and that's what he's got to do this drive right now.
You know who the greatest quarterback is? Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler, he says.
Jay Cutler.
I mean, if we're talking interceptions, he might be the greatest quarterback of all time, but we'll see as the Indians receive the ball here.
As Lopez and Bias in the back. As Portage talking it over. I wonder what they're trying to think of.
I don't know if the surprise onside kick.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Surprise onside kick. Catch the Indians off guard. Who knows?
Yeah, it looks like Portage has speed to get the ball if it is an onside.
Maybe they'll put trust in their defense as they just got an interception trying to get in the mind of the quarterback again. Zach Bundalo trying to redeem his mistakes and go drive and get another touchdown.
It's a kick. It will not be an onside kick. As there's Giovanni Lopez.
I see a lane.
As he will be stopped. Oh! And Portage just picked him up and slammed him down.
Impressive gang tackle by Portage, finding through the lanes and stopping the man short.
Some WWE moves right there. As here comes Zach Bundalo coming off an interception. Really changes his mindset right now in my mind. And they can't run right now, it seems like. So it's really interesting how this offense will go.
This Indian offense can't get much on the ground. We'll see if they can't kickstart something, maybe a couple runs and hit him with a play action, something not expecting.
As Bundalo, he's got 2 receivers on his right, 1 on his left, Keon on his left. It looks like Wagner and Giovanni on his right, J-Will in the back.
Under center for Bundalo.
And Sarah in front of Josh. And Joshua Williams gets the ball. He goes and he is stopped right there by the Portage defense, about a 4-yard gain. And Joshua Williams has to be frustrated right now, just getting little bits and bits of yards, as he's used to getting about 10 yards, 20-yard runs, but he's getting bits and bits right now.
You know he really wants to break one off, and he's just looking for that one hole where he can find some open space and take one to the house.
Yeah, you are definitely right there. That's what every running back wants. They want to break out, get that big run. And even though you gain yards, it kind of does frustrate you when you're getting bits and bits of run.
Yeah, you want to break that big one off, and getting it piece by piece with only 2-yard gains has to be very frustrating.
As Devin Griffin is on Keon Sellers, I see once again. Interesting to see how that matchup will go during this drive.
We'll see if he goes back to him.
As Joshua Williams goes up the middle, and he stopped for about a 2 or 1 yard gain. Joshua Williams once again is getting bits and bits of yards.
You know, this offense really needs a spark right now. They can't be going back to the vanilla run. Need to integrate something that will catch the defense off guard like they did with that one touchdown pass that Bundalo threw earlier in the first quarter.
You're definitely right there. Lake Central needs a big play in my mind right now.
I say go deep again and see, put Bundalo in shotgun, have 5 wide receivers set, and see what happens. As the student section is getting a little excited now, Lake Central looks like they will take a timeout.
Yep, timeout, settle things down. Not a bad thing to do.
Yeah, with only 6:55 before halftime, really would be key to get a touchdown on this drive. Hopefully milk out most of this clock and tie the football game and hopefully end the half on that. That would be the most ideal situation without leaving Portage any time left to score.
This has been a fast quarter, I'll say.
Yeah, this quarter's gone a lot faster than the first quarter as we saw a lot more punts. This quarter is conceived of a lot more running.
Yeah, and that's right. I mean, it's a very fast game we got today.
Yes, very fast game, and it would be key for the offense to score a touchdown here to tie the football game.
That is definitely right, as here comes Lake Central out. Looks like Lopez and Ruberry will be on his right, and it looks like Sellers is on his left. Looks like the 3 main receivers right there. Actually, Bundalo will have 3 receivers on his right. As it looks like number 39 for Lake Central, Carlos Mancera, is in the backfield, replacing Joshua Williams for the play.
With only about 5 yards to go, I would say look for a quick screen here and maybe a slant route that could take it to the house.
Definitely right there. As here's Bundalo. Hikes the ball. He drops back, rolls to his right, rolls all the way to Ruberry, and he drops the wide open pass.
That was a key catch that the Lake Central offense needed right there with a 3rd down.
My bad. That was not Ryan Ruber. That was Tyler Wagner. Wagner right there. You got to catch that.
I'm sorry, but that is a ball you need to catch. In this offense, if you want to win football games, you have to convert, especially when the ball is thrown right to you.
As it's 4th down.
Missed catches. The punting team is now forced to come on here. Hopefully the defense can stop them and not allow any more points before halftime.
That's even if it's not a 1st down, you still got to catch that.
Yeah, that's right in your hands. No one's on you. That is a catch ball you have to make. No blame on the quarterback there.
As look, Bundalo will not be punting the ball this time. First time I've seen the Lake Central Indians in a punt formation, actually. Interesting to see this.
Very high snap.
And almost blocks it, as that was Tyler Wagner who punted it. And what a roll right there.
And Lake Central is going to have a very nice punt
at
here.
About the 14-yard line. That was Tyler Wagner. Maybe made it up for that drop, though.
Yeah, he may have made that up. I mean, you can't make up 1st downs, but what a beautiful punt. That is a very long punt, pinning them Portage back inside their own, looks like 10, 15-yard line.
Yeah, we'll see Portage has scored on 2 straight drives. We'll see if they'll make it 3.
We need to see the defense make some answers for this offense. We saw them come out strong early. We need them to come out and get a stop on Portage or now.
Yes, there is Portage right there. Jalen Smith, do you see?
We'll see if this defense can't find some answers for the run game here.
Yes, Cody Russell is not in the game right now, as it's Maceo and Jalen Smith in the backfield. Maceo hikes the ball.
Another run.
Jalen Smith. Oh, and he
got
breaks
down.
the tackle, and he jukes. As he got about a 2-yard gain right there. It looked like he was hit hard, and he just broke it off.
You know, it's impressive that he did not get a lot of yards, but he still managed to break a couple tackles and even get back to the line. That was looking like a 3 or 5 yard loss when the ball was first handed off, but he made up for it and made some things happen, even though it was a slight gain.
It looked like Brian Kelly lost a handle of him. As number 55 is Brian Kelly. It looked like he lost a handle, and Jalen Smith took advantage of that and got about it was a loss of 1 yard. So
we'll see if the defense can't get a stop here and provide one more drive for the Indian offense, hopefully get some points on the board.
As Riley Darmian, new face in the game, is at running back right now, and a timeout is called by Portage. As looked like a little confusion by the offense, and the coach is yelling right now at the receiver. A little maybe confusion, maybe they thought it was a motion because he saw the receiver running to the other side.
Yeah, I heard the student section getting excited, you know, maybe causing some disruption for the offense. Student section needs to get a little bit louder and hopefully cause some disruption.
Just like Death Valley at LSU. Can never hear the coaches because that place is literally Death Valley.
That's right, Jack.
Yeah, as we keep talking about college football, tune in to TV tomorrow as we got a bunch of games on college football. A big game is the Florida State Seminoles against the Alabama. And Alabama obviously lost in the last second play and to lose the national championship, but are still ranked #1. In my mind, I don't know how.
Yeah, going back to the national championship versus Clemson and Alabama. What a game that was.
Yeah, also big game. So interesting to see the Notre Dame Fighting Irish after a terrible season last year against the Temple Owls. Notre Dame favored by 18 points. Be interesting to see how they come out. Basically losing a lot of players, including star quarterback, who is now the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, Sean Kaiser.
Yeah, I would like to see who's quarterbacking for the Fighting Irish now that Kaiser's now the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
Yes, it is. As here he goes, 2nd and 11 with 5:52 left in the second quarter. Motion, and he pitches it out. And he goes to the outside, and he stopped right there. Looks like by number 24, that's Jared Bias, the junior. As Jared Bias is making play-by-play, little by little, as he's making some great plays against Munster. He played great coverage. As you saw right there, a big hit by the big man.
Piece by piece, he's coming a great player, and he just showed it there on that with a beautiful stop that really the Indian defense needed to have there.
Yeah, as there is Anthony Maceo coming out. And it looks like Portage, it's 3rd and 9. Big defense stop right here by Lake Central. They need this one. They need this one bigger than ever probably.
With only 5 minutes and 45 seconds before halftime, the Indians need to get the ball back and put some points back on the board to tie the football
As
game.
the camera's shaking, it's for a reason because the fans are hyped right now. Maceo, he's passing it, and he drops it.
Looks like Maceo threw a dart there, but couldn't be held on by the wide receiver.
It looks like that was number 15, Trey Sabin.
Man, that was just a dart, and the wide receiver needs to catch that and move the chains for this Portage offense. But now bringing on the punt unit for Portage, we'll see if the Indian offense can't spark something and get another touchdown on the board.
Do you think the little cold weather, they're not used to this weather? You think that's kind of the problem?
You know, it is quite chilly out today. I mean, only about 59 degrees, but, well, anything could be a factor here tonight.
Yeah, this might be one of the coldest games Lake Central's played in a while, or practice, as they've always practiced in the summer and stuff. As there's Portage with the punt, a liner, and it'll be rolling and rolling and rolling. It's like the rolling hills as it's at the 38-yard line. And Lake Central will come out.
Decent punt for the Portage offense, Portage special teams. And
yeah, some grease on that ball tonight as that ball keeps rolling.
Yeah, we saw it multiple times through both Lake Central and Portage special teams. The ball keeps rolling on these punts.
Yeah, Zach Bundle trying to come out, do some damage. I mean, he's had some rough drives after scoring, and you thought that'd be a big momentum boost.
Yeah, we thought that would be a big momentum boost here as the Indian offense takes over around the 37, 38-yard line.
Yeah, Zach Bundle is coming out. Joshua Williams will be in the backfield. Looks like Keon Sellers is on his right, and Tyler Wagner and Giovanni Lopez on his left.
It's crucial that Lake Central puts up some points on this drive right before halftime.
Yes, it is. Maybe they'll use the whole clock for this drive. Who knows?
We'll see. It felt like it's been a long last 8 minutes of this quarter, but
as there's Williams. He goes on the outside. He finds the hole as he breaks the tackle. No, he does not, but he is down at the Portage 48. A nice gain right there for Lake Central. First down.
For a frustrating running back that you can't get multiple yards on the same play, breaking one for 10 or 11 can really be a confidence boost for you there.
Yeah, nice run right there. As we were talking about how they want to score, also we got to remind you, Portage will get the ball to start the second half. Portage is very key to score right here.
Yeah, with Portage getting the ball at the second half, can't get down by multiple scores in the game when, you know, so it's very important that Lake Central puts some points up here and keeps it tight.
Yeah, as there's Bundle once again in the backfield. Yet Sellers on his right, Wagner and Lopez on his left. Seems like he's going with the same players as always. Williams on the backfield. And it looks like Ryan Ruberry is playing the tight end position. Maybe a slant right here.
Look for a pass here for sure. As Zach Bundelow back in shotgun.
As he goes slants. He's going deep to Sellers. And that is out of bounds as it looks like, once again, David Griffin's playing some key defense. Great coverage.
He's having great coverage. And for Keon Sellers, I mean, he had him beat. If Bundelow could have lofted the ball farther and threw it a little deeper, he might have had him beat there.
Yeah, Devin Griffin, he is 6 foot, not that tall, but a good size for a cornerback. I'll give him that.
He's been playing solid all night tonight, and we'll see if he can't continue his play.
And Keon Sellers has a 3-inch span on him, so interesting to see that.
I mean, they double-teamed Keon Sellers there, 2 defenders on him, but he did have them beat. If Bundalo could have lofted it over his head.
As it is 2nd and 10 with 4:44, Bundalo hikes the ball, hands off to Joshua Williams, tries to find a hole.
Cut
Looks
back.
like he finds a hole in the middle. He's finding some yards, and he looks like he gets another Indians first down. Looks like at the Portage 27-yard line. Joshua Williams with 2 good runs right now, and he looks like he's finding his momentum.
Yeah, he's finding his rhythm here. Kind of reminded me of Le'Veon Bell with that patience. He looked to the right, didn't see anything, cut back to the left and found some holes, broke some tackles, and man, he is running good in the last couple plays.
Yes, as Le'Veon Bell did report to Steelers camp after holding out, after not getting that max contract.
Thankfully.
As here's Bundle, Mancera behind him. Behind Mancera is Williams. Mancera as fullback. 2 receivers on his right, 1 on his left. Bundle drops back. And it's over the head of Wagner, and once again, Griffin right there.
Griffin playing solid defense tonight, man. Very impressed by this cornerback as he has been locking down Indian receivers.
Yes, he is, as David Griffin, big key player. Devin Griffin, key player right now.
With only 4 minutes and inside the Portage 30-yard line, it is crucial to get in the end zone this drive.
Yes, it is. 2nd and 10, 4:07 on the clock at the Portage 27. He's got Mancera behind him on his right, Williams on the left behind him. He's got a receiver on his left, 2 on his right.
2 backs.
Bundle hikes the ball. Oh, he fake hands at the both. I don't know if that was the play. And it's, oh!
It looks like he had him open. If he could have thrown the ball a little to his left side, it looked like he had nothing but open field.
And once again, Devin Griffin was there.
And Griffin almost with the interception, I believe.
2. Bundle, I don't know if that was the play. He looked confused there.
He did look a little confused, roll out the pocket. Could have been a little bit misdirection by the wide receiver. If the receiver,
maybe that's part of the play to be confused.
Maybe that is part of the play, as we see a little misfire there by Bundalo.
Yeah.
If he would have thrown it inside, maybe the receiver would have had a chance to break one for the touchdown.
Bundle has not found anything since that touchdown.
Bundalo needs to find his rhythm back here. This drive, it is crucial that the Indians score.
As he has Wagner and Lopez on his left. Big Keon Sellers on his right, Joshua Williams and Carlos Mancera as his running backs. Bundle hikes the ball, he drops back. And
getting pressured.
And he's sacked right there by
Wow.
Portage.
That's a big sack for the Portage defense. That's something needed right there. Back them out of field goal range and even harder to score a touchdown right before halftime.
As the offensive line falls right when it matters.
The offensive line really needed to protect Bundalo there as he was loading back, hopefully for a deep pass or something to kickstart this offense, but a sack is really what we did not want in that position.
Really questionable call right now. They're looking at the clock. Bart LeMayo is looking at the clock as Bundalo and him are talking, maybe thinking about playing. I think he's going to punt it.
I believe it's a 4th down. It's
4th and 18.
4th and 18. That is a lot of yards to be going for it on this. I would try to get a punt, hopefully pin him deep in the end zone.
As we'll see right here, it looks like it's going to be a pass. It's going to be they're going for it.
You know, they show signs of going for it, but I believe this is going to be another punt by Bundalo.
As there is a timeout by Lake Central.
I guess they will think over this decision and see what is going to be best in this option.
As here are your scores around Northwest Indiana. The Munster Mustangs, the rivals of Lake Central, are ahead of East Chicago 7-0. You have the Maryville Pirates 14 over CP 14-6. That's a great game. You have the Michigan City Wolves over the Chesterton Trojans 7-0, and also the Valparaiso Vikings against LaPorte. Valpo winning 7-0. Valpo, a team you got to watch. Crown Point, a team you got to watch, and obviously Maryville. As one of those teams that was in the lead, Munster, Lake Central did beat them.
Yeah, that is their only victory this season so far, as they are 1-1 on the season, beating Munster the very first game of the season.
Yeah, I'd really like to see them get more wins just against Munster.
I don't blame you, Jack. I hear you.
At 3:06 on the clock, 4 down and 18 yards to go on the Portage 35.
I believe this should be a punt by Bundalo here.
It looks like it will be a punt, yeah. I've never seen a quarterback that far back.
Yeah, this will definitely be a punt by the Indian offense.
As Manoa gets it, and it's a punt. Oh,
that
and no flag on the play yet. And that will be a touchback as Lake Central try to stop it.
Wow, great effort trying to get the ball. Just couldn't get it back inside the 10-yard line. I mean, I saw them hustling down there to try to pin the ball inside the 5, but it just didn't happen there.
Yeah, if you're Coach Darren Rodriguez of the Portage Indians, you're in the perfect position right now.
You're in a perfect
2:59 in the clock. You got time to run the ball, run the clock out, come at half with the ball. Perfect.
Yeah. You really, if you're Portage right now, you want to utilize the rest of this clock. You have 3 minutes, plenty enough time to get another score on the board. And if that happens and they get the ball at halftime, it could be looking bad for Lake Central.
That is definitely right, as this Lake Central defense did find a stop, but still they need to stop the run.
Need to find another answer.
The motion offense once again. Oh, there is Maceo. He goes for the run. He goes on the outside. He's got open room. He's going up, and he will be stopped. Looks like by number 24, Jared Bias. But still, Anthony Maceo taking that run from the 20-yard line of Portage to about the 35-yard line of Lake Central right there.
We saw the stats. We saw it before the game. We know Maceo was going to be running the football, and he found a big run right when they needed it.
Yes, he did. And also, like we said, Portage 0-2, and they're playing like they need this one really bad.
Portage does need this one really bad. You don't want to go 0-3 on the season. You need a victory to start boosting the morale of your team and start a winning streak. And to have a winning streak, you need to win a game.
Yeah, and you look at the teams they play. They play some really good teams. I mean, Mishawaka, that's a hard team to beat. Then you got Lowell. Lowell is always tough. So they've had a hard schedule, Portage, and they're really showing tonight against Lake Central.
Yeah, they really came out to play. They know tonight that tonight was a must-win game, and they're playing like they want to win tonight.
That is definitely right, Matthew Porta. As we look at the numbers, Portage is averaging 352 rushing yards a game.
352 yards is very impressive. If we look at the stats, I mean, look at Anthony Maceo's rushing yards per game and just see what his production is.
I just want to put this out. Portage averages 352 rushing yards a game.
That is amazing.
Lake Central averages 284 a game. So they average more rushing yards than they do in a game.
Yeah, they average more, and it's very impressive by outstanding numbers.
Yes, it is, as obviously leading rusher Anthony Maceo and total yards Maceo, and their defensive players, Drake Guerrero, like we were talking about.
Yeah, with Maceo averaging over 200 rushing yards per game is quite outstanding for a quarterback, to say the least.
Yeah, as the game resumes, we got quick facts about both schools. Darren Elkins went to Portage High School. He is a current UFC fighter.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
That's very impressive. Wow.
And obviously, Glenn Robinson III, the slam dunk champion, went to Lake Central.
I saw your interview with him on Lake Central Television. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was really cool to talk to him. I mean, he's a really big guy, and he's entering his 4th year in the NBA and his final contract with the Indiana Pacers, and looking at a starting position with Paul George gone.
We'll see as the Portage offense takes back on the field. We'll see if Maceo will get some more runs here, as he just broke off the last play for a big run.
Yeah, and it looks like Cody Russell hasn't been in the game a lot. As there's another option, Maceo's going back.
Oh.
He's got space, but he's going to run it. He breaks a tackle, and he breaks another tackle, and that's a Portage first down. As Maceo is spooky right there.
That is some good power running by the quarterback. I saw number 22 for the Portage wide open, and Maceo just took it for a run.
Yeah, he's got butter on him, I'm pretty sure. And that guy is just slipping through everywhere. He's insane.
With 2 minutes left, the Indian defense really needs to find some answers here.
Portage really needs to take their time right now.
Portage can milk this clock and get another score, and Lake Central will be in big trouble.
Yeah, another interesting fact, both teams are 5-5 in the last 10 matchups against each other.
Well, we'll see who comes out on top tonight and break that tie.
Yeah, as here we go, Portage offense. Another motion. Maceo keeps the ball, runs up the middle, goes to his right. He's got open space, and he's got another touchdown. Portage with another touchdown. Anthony Maceo with the second rushing touchdown of the game. A 25-yard run, and the Portage Indians have scored 20 unanswered points, and Anthony Maceo is just running all over this defense like we said.
There's been 3 plays this drive. 2 of them were runs by Anthony Maceo, as the last one we just saw for a touchdown. Lake Central really needs to start keying and put a QB spy on him to find some answers.
Can we call this guy Mike Vick?
I mean, we might as well, considering the running ability we saw from him today.
But we need to see the passing abilities, though.
We haven't saw one completed pass by Anthony Maceo today, but with 2 rushing, with 1 rushing touchdown we just saw is impressive.
As extra point is, oh, and it's off the post.
And it's off the post, making it 20-7.
As it's a 13-point game, an odd number on the board.
You know, that extra point could cost them later if Lake Central can find some answers.
It could. You're definitely right there. As Maceo, like I said, I only think 5 passes will be completed.
That prediction looks like it's coming true as there's 0 completed passes for Portage.
Yeah, most definitely. As the run game, I don't know why you stop. I mean,
you don't stop.
Yeah,
if something's working, you don't change it. So keep with the run game if you're Portage, and if you're Lake Central, you need to find some answers.
You're definitely right there, man.
And Portage did leave some time on the clock back for Lake Central. We'll see if they can't take a 2-minute drive down the field and score some points.
Yeah, one interesting thing to say, Portage has 2 timeouts. Stop them here. Maybe have enough time to make another touchdown.
If you're Portage, you're trying to get another stop and put even more points on the board.
Yeah, you are.
With 2 timeouts, you have a lot of flexibility with that.
As it looks like Giovanni Lopez once again in the back. Looks like one of the key returners until Quincy Triple comes back. As Portage once again maybe trying an onside kick. They know their defense is stopping them, and they know they can't kick the ball. They haven't kicked 1 field goal yet this game. As I think they've had at least a chance on that last drive.
Yeah.
I mean, it may be a little long, but you can still try. Cole Rainwater did play for this Lake Central soccer team. Now he plays for the Chicago Fire Academy team. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure he can kick that ball pretty far.
Yeah, he could definitely kick that ball, but it looks like Portage will be kicking the ball deep here.
Yeah, that's a deep one. It looks like Lopez will get off at the 10. Lopez tries to find the hole, goes to his right, finds a lane, and he's brought down right there by number 5, Scott Hansen.
Great one-on-one solo tackle there for Scott Hansen.
And it says on the roster sheet he's a running back and quarterback.
Well, some special team action wouldn't.
Yeah, sophomore right there too. Maybe we can see some starts next year as a quarterback.
Who knows?
Or maybe on special teams, it hits like that, stoppage. As here's Lake Central once again, not finding any offense since that touchdown.
Since the first touchdown, the Indians could not get things going with punt after punt.
Their offense is like Casper the Ghost.
We'll see if we can't find it here today.
Yeah, we'll see. You got
this drive, hopefully.
This momentum right here, momentum boost, you need it. That's here Bundalo. Hikes the ball. Hands to Jay Will once again, and that's about a 4 to 5 yard game. Jay Will. I've got to find more yards there.
I really think you have to start passing the ball in this situation. Yeah. I mean, we've been running it all game long, and I feel like we really need to get some passing going here to get the ball downfield.
Yeah, and the one thing I'm always asking myself, every time Bundalo does throw it, it's by Griffin, the guy who picked him off.
I don't know if he wants to keep attacking him or go to his number 1 receiver, but we'll see what Bundalo decides to do here.
Yeah, we saw in the red zone that was almost number 2.
I would stay away from number 7, but
yeah. As 2nd and 5, 1:24 left on the clock. Lake Central on their own 35 in the second quarter. Portage 20-7, and Zach Bundalo hikes the ball, hands it off, and what a stop right there.
Wow.
Portage just beats the offensive line, and that was number 66 of the Portage Indians, Kenny Klassen, the senior defensive tackle.
If you're Portage, would you call a timeout here and try to conserve some clock and try to get the ball back for another score, or what would you do?
As it looks like there will be an injury timeout, so that's a safe timeout right there by Lake Central.
That is. With 3rd down approaching, Portage needs 1 more stop. If they get it here, you might call a timeout and try to get the ball back with only a minute left before halftime.
Portage does have 2 timeouts still. Really key things you can do with that.
Well, we saw Maceo work down the field within a matter of 30 seconds. Well, so we'll see if they can't save that final timeout for something important.
Interesting stats about these teams. Portage averages about 3.5 in the second quarter, and Lake Central averages 4 points in the second quarter. But interesting I want to see, Lake Central combined averages 6 points in the second half. Portage combines 16.
Wow, so really Lake Central really needs to step it up as a second half team. I mean, you see Portage, that's a second half team right there.
Yeah, obviously last week against Lincoln Way Central, they didn't even score a touchdown or point. But against Munster, their offense really slowed down in the 4th quarter, where it really all happened in the 1st and 2nd.
Things were looking really promising as Lake Central got an early touchdown. I thought this offense was just about to be kick-started with a whole bunch of firepower, but we haven't seen that since the 1st quarter.
Yeah, as both teams are taking a rest.
Hopefully, whoever's on the field was all right.
as once again, we'd like to thank you all for joining us today. We couldn't do this without our staff. Our Director of Productions, Tyler Ferreiter, our camera crew, Giovanni and Colin Tomaszewski, and once again, controlling our switcher, Josh Klosek. Couldn't do it without them. We're just guys with mics. They set this all up and make it work.
As it looks like he walked off the field, which is great news, and the Indian offense approaching a 3rd down.
Yeah, it looks like Portage defense is right out there and ready already.
Yeah, they're out there and ready as the student section is now coming alive.
Yeah, it looks like that was Joshua Williams that got hurt on the play. That's a key part of their offense.
That's a key player and a key part of the offense. Hopefully he's all right and ready after halftime.
As we're going to see, the sophomore, Sir Felix Garcia. Like I said, yes, that is his name, Sir Felix Garcia. And we'll see what he can do. 3rd and 7, Bundalo. And he's stopped by the Portage defense right there.
If you're Portage, I would call a timeout and try to get a kick return here.
Right there, one of the players to watch on the defense right there. Jimmy Craven for the Portage Indians. He has 9 total tackles, 1.5 tackles for a loss, but I feel like that's another tackle for loss.
And that's a timeout by Portage. They're trying to get the ball back here.
38 seconds. They still have a timeout left for their offense, and it's 4th and 7 on the Lake Central 32. And Portage can take a 26, 27, 28 lead in the half and get the ball at half.
That's going to be very big.
And the game clock will be changed to 41 seconds.
Portage still has 1 timeout in their back pocket to use. If they can get a decent kick return here, we'll see if they will just run the timeout or if they can try to get another score on the board.
And that was a key part right there. They just added 3 seconds to the clock. And every second matters right now.
Every second is very important when there's only 41 left before halftime and trying to build a multi-score lead.
That'll be interesting how this punt goes, if it's going to be a bad punt or it's going to have an LC roll.
Well, hopefully the ball will keep rolling and pin Portage back inside their own 20-yard line.
As it looks like Tyler Wagner will be kicking the ball. Had a nice punt last time.
It's going to be crucial that Lake Central does not let Portage get any more points before halftime.
As Angel Sanchez is in the backfield for Portage to return this punt. And there's the punt. Wagner goes up. That's a nice little punt. There's Sanchez. Oh, both called for it.
Wow, and there's a return here.
Oh, nice tackle right there. Looks like by number 11.
Very nice
Alex
tackle.
Del Toro.
You know, and Portage in decent field position here can really do something and at least try to get in field goal range. So
yeah,
defense has got to play tough here right now.
We know Maceo's going to run the ball.
Look for Maceo run up the gut again.
Yeah, and it looks like Jalen Smith will come out as running back. Cody Russell, we haven't seen him in a while.
You know, this would be a perfect time to do a pass play. Without them completing 1 pass all game, really catching the defense off guard now with a pass would be perfect for them.
I don't know. I like Maceo's running game right now.
Maceo's running game is unstoppable, but
I don't think you want to stop it.
Yeah, if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Ocean once again goes to Smith. Smith goes on his right, and it's not stopped. Smith finds the 1st down for Portage. About 24 seconds left, and Portage will call a timeout, and their last timeout of this half.
Now, with situational football, it would have been smart to get out of bounds there and save that final timeout for something important.
My bad. That was not a timeout. There was no timeout on the play. And looks like maybe something with the clock or the ball. And the ball spot was wrong right there. As there's 21 seconds on the clock. Clock's rolling.
Looks like
19,
they will spike
18,
the ball.
And it spikes the ball. 17 seconds left on the clock.
17 seconds left. You still have a timeout in your back pocket, Jack. What do you do here if you're Portage?
Geez, I don't know. This team is really unpredictable right now. They can run it, they can pass it, but we really haven't seen a pass yet completed. The run game, I really feel like you got to go motion pass, if anything. If you don't get that motion pass off, run to the other side. Yeah,
I say no matter what you do, you have the out of bounds as your friend right now to help stop the clock, still with keeping that timeout in your back pocket, which is also crucial.
Yes, it looks like Jalen Smith, the running back, was going to go as a receiver on here on his left. And Maceo goes back and looks like he will pass. He's going deep. And that is deep. But he misses it. And it looks like the receiver got bumped a little.
Yeah, I saw a little bump by the defender there on the receiver, maybe getting him off route a little bit.
No call with 12 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and 10 for Portage. Portage trying to find some yards right now, maybe get a field goal or something.
If you're Portage, you can use anything. There's only 12 seconds left. You have 1 timeout. Use the middle of the field as your friend and call that final timeout and try to at least get another 3 on the board.
3rd down and 10 for Portage from the Lake Central 45-yard line.
as Maceo coming back out from the coach. Coach Darren Rodriguez has to like what he's seeing from his team tonight.
Oh, yes. Great performance so far.
As Jalen Smith once again out. Looks like they got 4 receivers right now. Jalen Smith, the running back, but he's also listed as a receiver.
Look for a deep pass here.
Yeah, as a motion right there. As he's going deep, and
he
breaks the tackles, and he breaks another tackle, but it looks like he is down by Lake Central. As the time looks like it'll run out. No timeout. We will be going into halftime. Indians versus the Indians. Portage 20, Lake Central 7. We will be right back after this.
This evening, the tribe will be performing the first 2 movements of their 2017 field show titled The Ties That Bind. Drum majors are Megan O'Donnell, Alex Tarnowski, and Abby Zivkovich. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lake Central Tribe of Pride. Fans, at this time, we would like to recognize the players and cheerleaders and coaching staffs of our Tri-Town Raiders football program. First up, in the Tiny Mite division, the Tri-Town Tiny Mites, coached by Mr. James Wright. Cheering them on are the Tiny Mite Raiderettes, coached by Tracy Silla. Next up will be our Junior Mighty Mites, coached by Mr. James Cunningham. Cheering this group on, the Mighty Mite Raiderettes, coached by Amy Pataki. Next up, the Mighty Mite division, head coach Daryl Reddick. In the Junior Pee Wee division, the Junior Pee Wees coached by Anthony DeRosa. Cheering them on are the Junior Pee Wee Raiderettes, coached by Melanie Berlinger. Fans, up on a big round of applause for all of our Tri-Town Raiders and Raiderettes, the future, hopefully, of Lake Central football and cheerleading.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to an exciting matchup. It's Indians versus the Indians, Lake Central versus Portage. Lake Central is losing 20-7. Portage, on the other hand, is having a great offensive game.
Yeah, 20-7. We need a really strong half from Lake Central here.
Yeah, as we saw, star quarterback Anthony Maceo once again showing his running talents as he has 2 rushing touchdowns and 2 big ones for big gain.
Yeah, hopefully they found some answers for him now after halftime to help stop that.
Yeah, and the real question is, what is Zach Bundalo going to do after having a great drive on that touchdown, but ending the half on a terrible note?
I think he's just got to recollect his thoughts, go through his progressions, and just continue to play football like he always has been.
Yeah, definitely right there. The offensive coaches for this team are Bart Romeo. Offensive line coach for LC is Mr. Winters. And the wide receivers coach is Jeanette Gray, and the running backs coach is Bob Kamara. So I bet you all those coaches are combining and thinking of some type of play to get this Lake Central offense started. Yeah,
you really have to use whatever you have left in the tank here. With 2 quarters of football left to play, down 13, you know.
And it's never over. Never over.
It's never over. Two halves of football left to play, or 2 quarters of football left to play, and a lot of action still left to see.
If Tom Brady can come back, so can the Lake Central Indians.
Tom Brady, a 25-point lead, blown by the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, this is nothing compared to that.
Also about the Atlanta Falcons, they will be traveling to Chicago next week for the first regular season game in the NFL as the Bears will take them on. Interesting to see who the Bears will start. Will be Mike Glennon or Mitchell Trubisky.
Mitchell Trubisky with a strong training camp and a strong preseason. We'll see if he'll be the starter for the Bears week 1.
Yes, it is. And as a Bears fan, I'd rather see Trubisky than Glennon. But you also got to think you can't rush the kid. You got to let him develop. And what I say is they got him because what does every team have to win a Super Bowl?
You have to have a quarterback.
Franchise quarterback.
That's right.
I mean,
you can't win a Super Bowl without a franchise quarterback.
Patriots, Tom Brady when they won. The Broncos when they won.
Peyton Manning, Tom Brady.
Ravens, Joe Flacco. It's a questionable one.
Is Joe Flacco elite is the real question.
It's questionable.
Joe Flacco, is he a franchise quarterback? Yes. Is he elite? In my opinion, no.
Ben Roethlisberger.
2-time Super Bowl champion, franchise quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah. And when the Colts beat the Bears in the Super Bowl, Peyton Manning, when he was in the prime of his career.
Yes, and we'll see.
Yeah, interesting. I really don't know what to expect this year. I mean,
considering with the Bears, I mean, you could have a potential huge upside with Mitchell Trubisky. I really like that selection. Not a lot of Bears fans were happy about the selection, but after a strong preseason and training camp, he's shown some good signs.
Yeah, really with all sports this year, I do not know what to expect with the NBA, college. I mean, a lot of good things going on. So it's and I like this. Unpredictable.
Yeah, very unpredictable. College football just starting back up. Very excited for that.
Yes, it is. As you said, games kicked off yesterday as it was Indiana versus Ohio State. Indiana did hang on, but still at the end, Ohio State just demolished them. JT Barrett coming back, trying to continue his last year at Ohio State, maybe getting a Heisman, but also I forgot his name. His last name is Luglo for Indiana. He played a great game. I got to give it to him against a great Ohio State team.
Oh, yes. That was a great game. Great performance.
Yes, it is. As Lake Central will be kicking off, as we said. Portage coming on the field. Portage will be receiving the ball after scoring 20 straight points after that Lake Central touchdown.
It is crucial for this Lake Central defense to create a stop right and make a statement at the beginning, right after halftime.
Yes, it is. As here's Cole Rainwater with the kickoff.
And it will be the 3rd quarter just kicking off here if you're just joining us now.
As the ball is up, and it's a little line drive as there are whistles going all over the place.
Very strong and powerful kick there.
I don't know what the call is. Maybe false start or something like that.
Could be a false start. Could have been too early. Looks like the call will be false start.
That's a really mental mistake right there.
Yeah, backing up more yards on the kickoff is not ideal.
I mean, especially on a kickoff, like
with blocks, anything can happen. So look for them to create some lanes here for the return man.
Yeah, and a kickoff is the worst spot to get a penalty.
Yeah, this will definitely be a returnable ball now, unless he creates a line drive right to the end zone.
Yeah, maybe Portage. I could see him lateral the ball. I mean,
it's very possible.
Yeah, it is.
It is very possible. As the student section is getting very excited now.
Very excited, trying to get Lake Central in this game with the comeback as the ball is up. That was a hefty kick.
Wow.
And he drops it.
The kick is fumbled.
But
he picks it back
up. And he finds a hole. And he finds holes.
He is
and
gone.
He's gone. Nope, he is down at the Lake Central 49. And right there, Portage is right in Lake Central territory.
Wow. Considering that was such a great kick and the ball was fumbled, you thought Lake Central would get down there and get right on top of that. Instead, Portage return man makes up for his mistake, found some lanes, and gets into Lake Central territory already in the 51-yard line, right off the kick.
Yeah,
not a good start for Lake Central, right? Coming right off of halftime. Really need to put a stop to this Portage offense.
Yeah, you're definitely right there. Lake Central's defense and special teams defense has been really slow today. As here's Portage once again, Anthony Maceo.
It's he
options it.
He's
got room.
Maceo.
And he's got room.
Maceo
he goes to
might
his
be
left.
gone.
And it looks like Alex Del Toro. Oh, and he jukes him out. But
wow.
He's at the 20-yard line. Anthony Maceo once again with that great agility as he makes a run to
about
the 20-yard
another 30-yard run for Anthony Maceo. This man cannot be stopped right now by the Lake Central defense. They need to, if they want to win this football game, they better find answers fast.
Looks like Anthony Maceo's agility is rating at 99.
And we hear the students section chanting
as they wanted their beach ball back like every other crowd. As there's the run, and it looks like it's about a 6-yard gain right there. And that is not Cody Russell once again. Cody Russell hasn't been playing.
He hasn't been playing, but it hasn't slowed down this offense. No. I think all they need right now is Anthony Maceo.
And like we said, we got jinx. Cody Russell's coming out right now. There he is.
And comes on the field right now. Cody Russell,
here's that
number one.
That goal line run they need right here. As Anthony Maceo.
They might pound the ball with him in the end zone right now.
Looking for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night.
And this has been nothing but a rushing offense.
And Maceo with the ball once again. He's got open room.
He's finding blocks.
And he's got
touchdown.
It with the leaping jump. He gets the touchdown.
Wow.
Portage, another touchdown. 26 straight points. Anthony Maceo, 3 rushing touchdowns. And Anthony Maceo just went Superman on that jump.
That was nothing short of amazing. Reminded me of Cam Newton right there, diving for the corner of the end zone, using his agility like Michael Vick would, finding open space, following his blockers, and again finding the end zone, which he already has, and one other time this night.
Yeah, Anthony Maceo, this guy has talent.
This guy has serious talent.
As Portage looking to take a 20-point lead after being down 7-0. As there's a kick, it's up. And it will be good. 27 Portage, Lake Central 7. The Battle of the Indians is going to Portage right now.
And Lake Central now down 3 scores or 3 touchdowns. They really need to get this offense percolating and get in the end zone.
Yeah, this defense for Lake Central is not helping it either.
No, the defense is not helping the offense at all, putting a lot of pressure on quarterback Zach Bundalo to execute right now.
Yeah, Zach Bundalo. He's young, so he doesn't really know how to adapt to the under-pressure situations.
This is a very high-pressure situation. You know, you need to execute in times like this if you want to have any chance of winning this game.
I say if they don't score here and Portage scores another touchdown, I feel Lake Central can't come back again. I feel like they can't.
Lake Central, I totally agree with you, Jack. If Lake Central doesn't score here and Portage gets another score of any kind, I believe it's going to be too late to put any more points on the board to come back.
And also, if you guys are here at the game watching the live stream, there is a booth here accepting donations for Hurricane Harvey, so please take the time and go over there and donate. As Portage, once again, huddling up for this kickoff. Seems like trying to plan something here.
I mean, right now would be a perfect time for an onside kick. You have really nothing to lose if you're Portage with a 20-point lead.
Yeah.
Completely take over this football game.
Why not? The defense has stopped them.
Yeah. But it looks like they will again go deep and play their vanilla offense and defense and continue to dominate.
As the kick is up, the hefty kick right there, received about the 10-yard line. And there's Jared Bias and breaks one tackle, looks like. And he finds a hole, and he looks like he's at the 34, 33-yard line right there. Nice return by the junior Jared Bias.
That was some good acceleration around the 15-yard line. Looks like a defender almost had him. Uses acceleration to speed past him and get around the 30-yard line.
So then here comes Zach Bundle once again. And Joshua Williams is up in the huddle, so it's great to see him back on the field.
Great to see him back on the field. I saw him hurt earlier. Great to see him. He's a key player for this offense.
As here's Lake Central's offense looking for an answer. Has not found anything since the touchdown. Looks like Carlos Mancera is in that running back right now. Zach Bundle in at QB. Looks like he's got 2 on his right, 2 on his left receivers.
I say they go pass here, first down.
As Bundalo will hike the ball. He goes past.
Screen.
Right there.
No
and
block.
he is brought down right there for looks like about a 2-yard gain. It looks like that was number 44 for Portage, Drake Guerrero right there. The
really
key
liking the
player.
play call Lake Central had there with the screen pass. Just didn't have enough blockers to create any lanes for him to go.
Yeah, nice reacting right there by Portage. And Portage defense really great at reacting for the play.
Portage defense really stepping up tonight. Coming off 2 losses that they needed to win one tonight, and it's looking like they're playing that way.
Yeah, 2nd and 6 with 10:28 left on Lake Central 37. Lake Central trying to find an answer for the running game of Portage. And Bundalo hands it off to John.
Wow.
Oh, wow, look at that. And
looks
it's
like he's
not Drake
unblocked.
Guerrero, though, but it looks like it is number 14, Jimmy Craven, the senior defensive end, 6'3" and weighing 200 pounds. Just brought him down right there in a matter of seconds.
When you're unblocked by no offensive lineman, it's really easy to get back in the backfield, and he got there quickly.
Yep, 3rd and 9. Got to be expecting a pass. I can't see a run.
3rd and 9. You have to go pass. You need a first down. Down 20 points. This is time to make it or break it.
The run game has been really bad tonight. As Bundalo, he's got two receivers on his left, 2 on his right, 4 all together. As Bundalo steps back, he goes back. He's going deep right there.
Oh, he's got
all
open
the way to
man.
Wagner, and that is way too far for him. As Wagner cannot catch up to the pass, and it looks like Lake Central will be punting once again. And Anthony Maseo will have the ball in his hands again.
Looks like Tyler Wagner was wide open there. I don't know if it was a blown coverage, but looks like Bundalo had a wide open man there, but just couldn't connect.
Yeah, another note, after that touchdown pass, it seems like his placement's been out.
His placement's been a little off, as we saw 2 different drives with that 1 interception, and then
the one that almost happened
that one
there.
that almost happened on that side of the field.
And then the one just right there.
He's been a little off. Well, hopefully he can still get some stuff together if the defense can provide a stop.
As Wagner will be punting the ball. He's had 2 great punts so far. We'll see if he can make the 3rd one a great one, too. It's another high snap, and that's a nice punt. Line drive. And it didn't take a good bounce. And it goes past Portage, but still did not touch it. As it looks like it's at the 24-yard line.
Almost seemed as if he almost touched the ball there, Jack. Lake Central could have got a break, but
it looked like he left his hands up before touching, that was very close. I mean, that's a mistake you can't make.
That's a mistake you can't make, especially when you're up 20 points. You do not want to provide the other team any room to get back in this game.
Yes, here comes Anthony Maseo, the senior quarterback, more like a running back. 3 rushing touchdowns tonight, and surely over 100 yards rushing. As Anthony Maseo is 5'10", weighing at 185. A small running back with agility that is insane, and you can't believe it unless you see it.
With the acceleration he has, it provides a spark. It's too much
There's
sometimes.
Maseo as it goes inside. Lake Central with a nice stop right there.
Very nice stop by Lake Central. It's something that needed to happen right there. Would have been a perfect time for Maseo to take off with the ball again, but thankfully the defense stopped the run.
It looks like junior Jonas Sparks was in there and senior Jackson Long. As that was a 1-yard gain, and with 9:07 left, it is 2nd and 9. Portage is on the Portage 23. Yep.
Now, let's see if they will stick to the run or maybe try to integrate a pass here. I don't know if they've completed a single pass this game, Jack.
I think they'll run it. They can't stop the run.
You can't stop the run. And in the backfield, it does not look like Russell is in the backfield.
Maseo, and there's a pass, and he caught it.
Wow.
One completed pass, the first of the game for Anthony Maseo, and it took him to the 3rd quarter to get that.
Who would have thought that it would take 3 quarters to get 1 completed pass for an offense? But look at the scoreboard. They don't need passes when you provide 27 points.
He almost dropped that.
It looks like they haven't been going to the pitches that much since that 1 fumble happened, it looks like in the 2nd quarter.
Yes, it's 3rd and 11. Lake Central needing to stop. This is crucial right now. They're getting late in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, as the time keeps ticking off the clock, you need to score points, and Lake Central needs to get the ball back to do that.
As here's the play. Maceo goes back, and he can't find it. He gets stuffed and sacked by the Lake Central defense. It looks like it was Jonas Sparks, Jackson Long, and I want to say Michael Delcamp also. Great defensive awareness, and Portage will be punting the ball, and Lake Central will get the ball back.
Wow, that is very key for Lake Central. Getting the ball back right here is so important. That sack just provided the spark this offense might need.
Yes, you're right there, Matthew, Florida, as Portage will be punting the ball. And it's another line drive. It looks like they won't touch it, and it's going to roll to about the Lake Central 44.
You know, still great position for this offense to be in. Getting the ball back with great field position, not a lot of yards to go.
Definitely right there. And obviously, the game's getting colder and colder, and it's going to get harder and harder for these teams to catch that ball probably. And
that's only going to hurt Lake Central considering we need to pass the ball to score, and Portage is strictly a run team.
Yeah, you definitely are right. As Lake Central, one's coming out, and really been quiet ever since that big touchdown. Haven't found an answer. Zach Bundle, once again, under the center, trying to find some momentum boost as this Lake Central team needs it.
Looks like under center, Bundalo.
As he hands off to Joshua Williams, and he goes up to the middle for about a 3-yard gain. And Bundalo, fans got to be asking, why is he not passing the ball?
Yeah, that is a real question here. I'm confused on why they're still running the ball. I mean, with 2 or 3 yard gains, it's not going to win you this game. So really need some going shotgun and get some downfield passing.
Yeah, like I said, 3-yard gain. They're on their own 48-yard line, 2nd and 7 with 6:54 left on the clock. And it looks like Wagner will be far right, and Giovanni Lopez on the left. And it looks like Mancera behind him, then Joshua Williams. And then goes to Williams again.
Run.
And he finds another about 3-yard gain, looks like on the Portage 49.
I don't understand how this offense can run the ball twice, pass on 3rd down, and we'll have to punt again. So I think considering the circumstances, down 20 points with 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, you need to start passing the football.
Exactly. As there goes Bundalo going out. Portage defense playing great right now. It's honestly great to see what they're doing. Their defense, they've really stayed together and stayed on their guys.
Yeah, they've really played a solid defensive attack tonight where the offense can't do much.
Yeah, most definitely.
As Bundalo will again go under center, I would think it would be a pass here on 3rd down.
There's Williams. He's going. He's breaking tackles.
Wow.
And he got laid out a little, but he's on the 38.
That's a 1st down. As Lake Central created a 1st down.
As here's Bundalo, 1st and 10. Single back formation. And hands it off. No, he runs it. Bundalo for the run. And he gets laid. But it has about a 3-yard gain, and that was one of the few rushes by Zach Bundalo this year.
We'll see if we can't get a touchdown at the end of this drive, which will make this game very interesting.
Yeah, 5 minutes left on the clock. As that was about I want to say a 3-yard gain right there.
Really look for a pass right now. I think a pass to the end zone would be a perfect position for Lake Central.
Yeah, with under 5 minutes, you need to score.
We really need to score here. As it's entering the 4th quarter, you can't make up time.
Bundalo under center. 2 on his right, 1 on his left. Bundalo goes back. He goes to his left. Sellers.
Very nice catch.
Right there, but it looks like he might be short of the 1st down.
Short of the 1st down, probably 3rd and 2, I would say.
3rd and 2 or 3rd and 1, right there by the 1st down. Even if they don't convert this 1st down, I think they got to go for it on 4th down.
I think you have to go for it on the 4th down. Down 20 points, you can't settle for a field goal. It is crucial.
Most definitely, because they are running out of options.
Running out of options is the correct words to use here. I mean, you have to end up in the end zone.
Yes, you are right. As once again, the same formation they've been going this whole drive with 4:31 left on the clock, 10 seconds left on the play clock. And goes to Joshua Williams, and he's stuffed.
Wow.
Right there.
Stuffed in the backfield.
Portage defense once again showing what they're made of. And
is this a fourth down, Jack?
This is fourth down, it's fourth down, 3 yards to go, and we'll see what goes on right now. It'd be a really questionable call.
Yeah, it's going to be a really questionable call, but you have to convert here. If you're Lake Central, you can't take anything less than a first down. If not, this game might be close to over.
Yeah, because they cannot stop Anthony Maceo.
Anthony Maceo is not going to be stopped, and if you're Lake Central, points need to be put on the board, more than 7.
It does look like they are going for it because that is the same formation as last time.
I would go in shotgun if I was Lake Central, but we'll see what they do here.
Play action, maybe. That is play action. He goes deep. And he goes to
open receiver.
Lopez. And it's a touchdown.
Wow.
Lake Central touchdown.
Amazing catch.
Giovanni Lopez makes another fantastic catch. Zach Bundle once finding him. Perfect spot, perfect catch, perfect play. Lake Central momentum boost coming your way. 27-13.
And you know what they did here, Jack, is they went under center again. They've been running the ball multiple times. Went play action, caught the defender sleeping, and Bundle put the ball in a perfect position for the receiver to catch it and create a momentum boost that this team needed.
Yeah, Giovanni Lopez, that's his second touchdown of the night, third of the year. He's got about over 200-something yards on only like 6 catches this year, which is the most insane fact I've heard. And
that is
extra point is good. It will be 27-14 LC, and this is where that missed extra point can come into play right now.
Yeah, this missed extra point could haunt Portage in the long run if Lake Central continues to score touchdowns.
Now it's the defense's chance. This is it right here.
The defense really needs to step up. I think they got the crowd into it. Everyone's excited. The team is now back into this football game, and Lake Central only down 2 scores. They are right back in it.
You know what they say, it's not over till the fat lady sings.
That is correct, Jack. And with still 3 minutes left in the third quarter, anything is possible.
Yes, that is true. They can still make this comeback in 1 quarter. They've got time, but the one question is, can you stop Anthony Maceo?
Yeah, we'll see if they can stop him this drive, which will be very important.
As Cole Rainer will be kicking off the ball. Portage, 2 guys in the back. And the kick is up, and that's another deep kick.
Very deep kick.
And it'll be a touchback right there.
That is a touchback. No return for the Portage special teams.
Cole Rainwater really finding a kicking spree after not having a good one at Munster.
Yeah, and he is showing it tonight that he can kick the football.
As here comes Portage and star quarterback Anthony Maceo.
Maceo coming back on the field. We'll see if he can't get back to his usual ways of running the football.
As here is Anthony Maceo. Looks like Cody Russell might be in that backfield as there's motion. And he goes inside. Nope.
Cody
Maceo. Oh, and he jukes him out.
Maceo going.
And he goes up the middle. And
Maceo,
there's a bunch of grass.
Open space.
Maceo. He's at the 30.
Maceo is gone.
He's at the 20. He's at the 10. And it's a
touchdown.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Portage.
80-yard run by Anthony Maceo.
Maceo will not be stopped. And that is the thing we've learned tonight. Maceo will not be stopped.
Are you kidding me? 4 rushing touchdowns and over 200 yards right now.
He is putting on quite a performance tonight, and I'd hate to say it, Jack, but unless the Indian offense can score every single drive, I don't see them getting back into this.
Obviously, Anthony Maceo is just a one-man show right now.
He is the main man on this offense, and there's no arguing with that, with him clearly taking over this football game.
And what's better is this defense is playing stellar right now.
Yeah, this defense is playing stellar. I mean, the Indians scoring a touchdown, but.
And the kick is up. And it's good. 34-14 Portage. Portage obviously showing their running game is too good for the Lake Central defense.
this defense is really going to have to do something differently to change what they're doing now, because Maceo is taking over and he is not being stopped.
He is definitely taking over, and now we know why this guy is going to be a big factor in the DAC competition too.
Oh yes, he'll be a huge factor.
As quarterback coach, Andrew Prater for this team, I mean, he's got to be a happy guy right now.
Oh yeah, you have to be very happy. I mean, this Portage offense putting up 34 points is very impressive. And think of it, Jack, it's still the third quarter.
You think those receivers care they're not getting the ball, or they're just happy they're winning?
I mean, if I was a receiver, yeah, I would want to be getting the ball. But at the end of the day, your goal is to win the football game.
That is true.
And they're winning the football game, so I think you have to be happy.
That is definitely true right there. Lake Central's got Giovanni Lopez and Jared Bias in the backfield returning this kick.
And just think of it now that Portage does not even have their star wide receiver, too.
No, they do not. Greg Mildage, he was named one of the best in Northwest Indiana and the region, and they don't need him, it seems like. I mean, he's a big asset, but still.
If you have Maceo on the field, it looks like that's all you need at the moment.
Is getting ready for the kick. The kick is up, and it's a high one.
It's a very short kick, maybe an onside.
Caught at the 30, and it looks like he'll be down at the 32-yard line.
It looks like that might have been an onside kick, Jack, just poorly executed.
I don't know about that. Maybe a little snub. Maybe got too much under it.
Yeah, short kick only to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, maybe saying they don't believe Lake Central can do anything.
Yeah, only scoring 2 touchdowns, one just recently and one in the first quarter. Lake Central needs to find a way to get in the end zone again.
That is definitely right. Here comes Zach Bundle after that huge touchdown pass, trying to make a 20-point comeback, and we'll see if he can do that right now.
Looks like Bundle will go in shotgun. Looks like 2 wide receivers on the right side, 1 wide receiver on the left side, 2 men in the backfield.
Bundle needs to find someone right now. There's Bundle. He's going back. He goes right there to Sellers, and Sellers will get the Indians' first down right there.
Right out of bounds, stops the clock.
Great start the drive.
And that's what Bundalo needs to keep doing. Going in shotgun, finding wide receivers open, and keep dotting them up.
Yeah, it seems like when he likes to drop back, he finds his feet, sets them, throws the ball right there.
And the offensive line providing decent protection right now needs to continue to do that.
Yeah, and that's like you said, Indians' first down. Bundle once again, but now in single back, he's got Mancera and Williams as their running back. He's got Keon on his right, and it looks like Lopez and Wagner on his left as Bundalo hikes the ball, and he hands it off to Joshua Williams, and he's stopped once again, maybe about a 1-yard gain, if anything.
I think that Bundalo needs to go back in shotgun. I haven't saw a lot of good action under center unless it was that last play action that we saw. But
yeah, you're definitely right there.
Down 20 points with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Lake Central looking to put some more points on the board to make this game a little closer. We'll see his Bundalo. Looks like he's going back in shotgun.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do. As Seller's on the right. Devin Griffin is not on him, which is interesting. Devin Griffin, one of the key players on that defense.
Griffin, number 7, key player on the Portage defense.
So Bundalo drop backs,
Bundalo.
and he's hit. And it's deep. Sellers, and he drops it. And it looks like number 13, Jalen Love, wasn't showing any love on that play.
I mean, he was juggling with the ball. I mean, it could have been an interception or a completed pass. It was a whole bunch of misdirection right there.
As it'll be 3rd and 8 with 2:29 left in the quarter. And Lake Central down by 20, trying to spark a comeback. As right there would have been a good start to it.
Yeah, I agree. That would have definitely kick-started that offense, got them down in Portage territory.
As Bundalo will be in shotgun once again. Looks like Wagner and Lopez are on his right, and Keon Sellers on the left. Jalen Love playing on Wagner, it looks like. Bundalo goes back, and
drops back.
He goes far with it, and it's picked off. Right there, Zach Bundle with the second pick of the game.
It is returned.
Number 16,
it's getting returned.
Angel
he has blocking lanes. He's going to the right side of the field.
Angel Sanchez. And there's a flag. Might be holding right there by Portage.
Looks like holding on Portage, so we'll back it up another 10 yards.
Angel Sanchez, known as a receiver, also plays that cornerback, and right there just picked him off.
You know what, Jack? That was just a bad throw. I saw the open receiver. Just a bad throw, maybe more miscommunication. Who knows? This Indian offense has just not found its rhythm tonight.
And that might have just iced the game right there.
I think that could do it. I mean, still 20 points. I would still give them a chance still being in the third quarter. But if Maceo or another player on the offense finds another way in the end zone, I think it might be close to over.
Yeah, Maceo definitely. It's probably going to be holding on Portage.
And they have to know Lake Central has not a lot of room to give if this ball is going to be placed around the 30-yard line.
No, they do not. That is for sure. As it's holding, but, you know, Portage is not really worried about that. They got the ball back. That's all that matters.
Yeah, Portage got the interception. It's the main thing. They got the ball back in their hands, and they could really crank some clock right now if they wanted to, but they might just go for another touchdown, and we'll see if this defense can't stop that.
All that matters is that Anthony Maceo has the ball, and that's what all he cares about right now. There's Maceo and Cody Russell out there.
Look out for Cody Russell to get a lot of carries this drive as they maybe try to milk some of this clock out.
I think they go
get out with the victory.
They got to lit up the scoreboard. And there's Cody Russell, goes up the middle, bulldozing his way through for about a 9-yard gain right there.
If you're getting 9 yards per carry, 5 yards or 4 yards per carry, you have to keep feeding him. And if they keep feeding him, they can crank this clock out and get a victory.
Yeah. If you're the Lake Central defense, it's kind of confusing what to do right now. Do you cover
if you're the Lake Central,
or go Russell?
If you're Lake Central defense, you have to look at who's produced the most. That's Maceo. So put a spy on Maceo, and hopefully your D-line will be enough to hold out Russell.
Most definitely. As there's Maceo right there behind him is Cody Russell, a.k.a. Fat Dog Russell is what the Portage call him. As there's a run right there, and Cody Russell once again, not even a gain it looks like.
Hopefully that will be 3rd and 1 for Portage.
3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2nd?
3rd and 2. It is crucial for the Lake Central defense to play really tough football right now and get a stop.
Yeah, it'll be 3rd and 2 on Lake Central's 34-yard line with a minute 12 left in the quarter. It looks like Macero will probably try to do his own kind of play to try to get a first down or score for the Portage Indians.
They're not really in field goal range, so if they don't get it here, look for them to go for it on 4th down.
As there's Macero right out there, Cody Russell behind him once again.
Looks like we might be getting a run from Cody Russell here.
Macero keeps the ball,
keeps
and
it,
he's up the middle,
the hole,
and Macero finds the hole, and he's going to the left, and that's another Portage touchdown, another Macero rushing touchdown. This guy is unreal, as that is number 5 for the Portage Indians. 5 rushing touchdowns by Anthony Macero, tying his record this year from the first game against the Mishawaka.
He's just playing a phenomenal game, and you can look at his stats for the last 2 games that his rushing yards and rushing totals are quite insane.
I don't know. As Macero, as we believe, has 5 rushing touchdowns right now and probably about 230 or 250 rushing yards.
On the day, I would like to know how many rushing yards he has in total. He's been running up and down this field and in the end zone multiple times. I believe that might be his 3rd rushing touchdown of today.
As you see, he finds a hole and he scores.
And that makes the score 40-14 with 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
Yep, 40-14. Still got to kick the extra point.
With the extra point still the kick.
Anthony Macero, this guy is legit glitch code, a cheat code in Madden, you could say. This guy is insane.
Call him Michael Vick back when he was with the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, this dude is unstoppable.
That is definitely right. This guy, once he finds a hole, you better have someone ready, because if you don't, he's going to be in your end zone. That's for sure.
I don't like to call things out too early, but it's not looking good for the Lake Central Indians.
It is not, and once again, like last game, things were not going good. They lost 41-0. Portage has 40 right now, but still, their defense has been terrible. 81 points so far in the last 2 games they've given up.
That is not acceptable.
Not even the 4th quarter yet. Not even the 4th quarter.
It's not the 4th quarter, but that is not acceptable for a defense to allow 81 points in the last 2 games when this game is not even finished yet.
As here's the kickoff. It's up. A little high one. It looks like they'll let it bounce, and Giovanni Lopez will get it. Lopez trying to find a hole, and he is stuffed right there about the 34 or 33-yard line.
Right now you're just trying to create some respect for your team and go down and get some more points on the board. it's not looking good, but anything can happen, and you got to stay positive if you're the Indians.
I think the game's over right now. I think Portage won.
Oh, Portage.
I got to go with Portage. I mean,
yeah, I do not see the Indians coming back from this kind of deficit, especially the way the Portage defense and offense has been playing. But if you're the Indian offense, you just have to go out there and concentrate on one drive, and this drive is to score.
Because Anthony Maceo is literally untouchable and unstoppable right now. As here's Bundalo trying to spark some kind of comeback because fate's blown away.
Let's see if Bundalo can convert some passes and get back in the end zone.
Obviously, last time he threw a pick. It's a little short pass right there for about a maybe -1 yard gain or no gain right there.
Personally, Jack, I don't see why they're throwing these short passes. They got to move downfield.
In my mind, I think he's scared because he's thrown those two long passes. Both were picked off. The one on the last drive was picked off.
Yeah, sometimes you have good days and sometimes you have bad days, and today it's just not looking like it's positive.
Yeah, Bundle really in a funk right now in the last 2 games. Not really finding himself. I mean,
yeah, after a strong performance in Munster, the last 2 weeks has been quite rough. We'll see if he can't pull something out late in the 4th quarter and
next
see if he can change.
Next week's going to have like one of the best games of his career, going against those Crown Point Bulldogs.
Oh yes, it's going to be a great matchup next week. I can't wait.
I got a Crown Point on that one.
Crown Point, I know, home favorite. I have to root for Lake Central.
I don't know, because Lake Central, they do show up in the rival games. I do give them that. But still, this team is lacking tonight, and they lacked last game. So
they've lacked now 2 games in a row after a strong showing in Munster. Now we'll have to see next week what they can do with Crown Point.
Yeah, that is for sure, as it will be the start of the 4th quarter. Indians versus the Indians. Portage prevailing 40-14, as Lake Central will be trying to come back.
Now 12 minutes remaining in the game, start of the 4th quarter. It looks like we will have the Indian offense.
40-14, like we just said, the Indian battle. And it looks like Portage is rolling the Tide tonight.
Yeah, it is. Our first home game is quite disappointing, but we'll see if we can't go and get down another touchdown and make this game a little closer than what it looks like.
Yeah, 40-14 is 2nd and 10 for Lake Central on their own 34 in the start of the 4th quarter. Once again, we want to thank you all for joining and watching this game. You guys have seen one heck of a game from Anthony Maceo, one for the ages.
Oh yes, and he's having quite a season so far. First 3 games, he is going to have quite good performances.
And Bundalo goes for the short pass once again. Oh man, he stopped right there.
And that is a loss.
And it looks like the tackle was from number 14, Jimmy Craven.
Right now, I don't really know what you're doing if you're the Lake Central offense. That's 2 back-to-back plays with screens that have gone for negative yardage.
Jimmy Craven, one of those players that we watched out for, really showing his he's showcasing his talents tonight.
Yeah, and Lowell having the record 0-2, really in a must-win game situation.
Yeah, but like we said, they've played 2 really good teams to start the year.
Yeah, highly underrated Portage.
And they only lost by 2 to Mishawaka. I'll give them that. 47-45 they lost.
Well, they're really putting their foot on the ground tonight with this.
Yes, they are. It's Lake Central. 3rd and 16. Zach Bundalo trying to get a first down here as he goes for the pass right up the middle. And it's caught. And now it'll be a Lake Central first down. It looks like that was to Ryan Rubery.
Great throw. Right on the money, right where it had to be. Perfect spiral.
And as the crowd is going,
And enough for an LC first down.
As like you said, it's a Lake Central first down with 11 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Lake Central trying to come back from a pretty big lead deficit.
I don't know if this deficit you can surmount, but
I don't think you can.
At least make it a little bit more respectable. Put some more touchdowns on the board and give something your fans to cheer about.
Definitely, you are definitely right there. As Bundalo fakes it, goes up to the middle, and looks like it was caught for about a 5-yard gain.
Tight pass and coverage. It was had to be thrown very quickly.
Looks like that was Ryan Rubery once again. Ryan Rubery making 2 nice catches so far.
Back-to-back catches for Ryan Rubery.
Yeah, Ryan Rubery, one of the guys, underrated talents I have to go with. He's really
hasn't caught a lot of passes this season, but he's really showing out tonight.
Yes, he is. As Lake Central coming out, 2nd and 3, 10 minutes and 9 seconds left on that clock. Bundalo, he's trying to spark a comeback, trying to make one for the ages.
This might be crazier than the Super Bowl if it happened.
Bundle likes the ball. He goes back. He's going to Sellers. Sellers catches it. Now it'll be a Lake Central first down, but he breaks it. But they say he stepped out of bounds before he tried to do a spin move.
And that's 3 completed passes in a row for Bundalo.
And that is another Lake Central first down.
Maybe Bundalo finding a little bit of rhythm on this drive.
The rhythm that might have been too late.
Too little, too late, but we'll see if we can't get in the end zone and make the score a little closer.
That is definitely right there. As Bundalo once again, shotgun formation. Found 3 straight completed passes from the shotgun formation. We'll see if it's going to be number 4.
Bundalo and shotgun.
And hands it off to Sir Felix Garcia.
With some room to run.
And it looks like it'll be 2nd and 1. It looks like Sir Felix Garcia, the sophomore, was short. Gain of 8, as it'll be 2nd and 2. Lake Central on the Portage 31 with 9:24 on the clock.
If you're Lake Central, would you go for an onside kick here if you score a touchdown?
I don't see why not. I mean, you might as well do something.
I think that might be the move, is to go for the onside kick considering your situation.
But the real question is, do they know how to perfect it? Bundalo, shotgun, and he goes to Sir Felix, and he's stopped right there, brought down. Portage showing them it's over. And number 34, Tingello Rayner, the junior linebacker with the tackle.
I still don't see why Lake Central Indians are running the football here. With 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter, you got to think pass.
Yeah, as time is ticking, and so is the fate of the Indians of Lake Central. Will there be a miracle on 8400 Wicker Avenue, or will Portage seize the day?
As we see, as Bundalo is back in shotgun, what I like to see, 4 wide receivers out.
4 receivers, but you never know. That could be a trick.
Hopefully not another run.
Can't run it.
You can't run the football here.
As he goes back, and it's a short pass right there. He catches it, and he's dropped right there. Ryan Rubery once again, 3 catches on this drive, but another short play. It looks like it's going to be 4th and 5.
It looks like 3 of the 4 passes Bundalo's thrown have all been to Rubery, maybe a new favorite target.
Yes, it's 4th and 5 right now.
4th
Lake
and 5.
Central, they got to go for it.
Oh yeah, this is a must. You have to go for it in this situation.
Or you kick a field goal for some reason.
Hopefully they can get this first down and continue the drive and find a way in the end zone.
Yep, you are definitely right. Here's Bundalo.
Bundalo and shotgun.
And he's hit, and it's picked off. Once again, 3rd interception. Bundalo picked off 3 times tonight, and Zach Bundalo is having a game that he does not want to remember.
Well, that might be the end of this one, folks, but let's see if we can't make it a little bit more respectable.
As we'll see if Anthony Maceo will get his 6th rushing touchdown.
It looks like Bundalo was hit on the throw, maybe causing that to be causing an interception.
Yeah, but Lake Central, I think that just iced the game right there.
That is definitely the icing on the cake of this game. I believe Portage has won this one. We'll see if Lake Central can't bounce back next week versus Crown Point.
And the cake was good for Portage, but nasty for Lake Central.
Not a good taste in our mouth, so we'll wipe that away next week.
As it's a run, and good stoppage by Lake Central. Key note here, Maceo is not in right now. They have put the backup in. They have put Zach Warchus, the sophomore 5'10" QB in right now.
You know, Portage has got control of this game. Why not give your backup some time to come in this game and show what he can do? Because Maceo has obviously proven himself, and give him some rest for next week.
Yes, he is. Warchus, maybe he's a passing quarterback, or does he run also? We'll see.
We'll see, because Maceo's been nothing but run. We'll see if this guy has an arm on him.
The score might say it's over, but it's interesting to see how these players are. As there's a run, and it looks like it's about a 1 or 2 yard gain right there by the Portage Indians. Nice stop right there by Lake Central.
I would say look for a lot of runs out of the backfield.
Yes.
They're probably going to crank a lot of clock and want to get out here with the victory with no one getting hurt.
6:52 on the clock.
And the clock keeps ticking. 6:35, and looks like this is going to be the end of this one, folks.
Doesn't. There's a motion play right there.
Another run.
Hands it off, and nothing right there. About a -3 right there.
You know what? It is a good time to see some of these players on the defense play angry and see who really wants to play, even though they're out of this game.
As it will be 4th down for Portage, and they'll probably punt it right now, and Lake Central will try to score probably.
Yeah, it's very crucial to at least try to get some more points on the board, give you something to look at next week for film.
And obviously, we don't need to talk about who player of the game is.
Yeah, I mean, pretty obviously, player of the game, Anthony Maceo. Nothing more needs to be said if you watch the live stream.
As there is a flag right there. It looks like timeout. It will be actually a timeout.
Timeout, Portage.
Portage will be calling a timeout.
Looks like Portage will call a timeout with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in this football game. Once again, thank you for tuning in.
It is 40 Portage, 14 Lake Central. Portage traveling about 40-something minutes and taking over Lake Central's home territory.
Now, why don't we talk about what Lake Central needs to correct from this week to improve next week in changing? What is the first thing Lake Central needs to change?
Defense.
That is
Their
very
rush
true.
defense. Next, offensive line. Next, you got to catch the ball. They've dropped so many passes.
It's fundamental sometimes.
And for Bundala, you can't throw it into pressure situations.
You know, we saw multiple drives end where receivers just couldn't hold on to the football when they needed to most.
Yes, you are right there, Matthew, Florida.
We'll see if next week if the defense can't correct some issues.
Yeah, that's for sure. As there's the punt, and it's a little shorty. And it's rolling to about the Lake Central 19.
Very good punt again, and we'll see if Lake Central can't put up one more touchdown before this game.
Yep, 5:41 left in this 4th quarter. We'd like to thank the thousands of fans watching tonight. Once again, we'd like to thank our crew, Tyler Fryder, Director of Productions, Colm Tomaszewski, Giovanni Alancartar, and once again, Josh Klosek. We're just guys with headphones and mics. These guys have put it together, put everything together, the cameras, soundboard, and really done a great job tonight on a great football night.
Great night for football. It's perfect football weather. Major shout outs and props to them for putting this all together.
As Lake Central does, Sir Felix Garcia goes up the middle for about a 4-yard gain right there.
You might see Lake Central actually just run the football here a couple times and crank the clock and get out of this football game, you know?
Yes, you're definitely right.
Don't want to create any more mistakes and have a lot of footage to review for next week.
Yes, it is, as it looks like Sir Felix Garcia is staying in the game. Josh Williams. Joshua Williams probably resting right now.
Oh, yeah. Joshua Williams, after getting hurt, probably wants to
Felix Garcia,
have a little bit of rest.
And it looks like he'll be short of a yard.
Garcia, the ball carrier. Tackled by 44, Drake Guerrero. We got 3rd down and 1 for Lake Central. From the Portage 28-yard line.
Lake Central offense trotting back on the field.
Lake Central single back formation. Zach Bundalo still in. Interesting to see that.
I would watch for another run here for the Lake Central offense.
I would too. As there's another run
As
by
predicted.
And that'll be an
Another
Indians
run.
first down by Sir Felix Garcia, the sophomore running back.
That was a nice stiff arm, nice broken tackle there. You know, just trying to look for other backup players to make some shining here.
That is definitely true, Matthew, Florida.
Maybe prove their case to be on why they should be
First down.
Like you heard, Lake Central Indian first down with 4:09 left in the 4th quarter, but it seems like the game is over.
Yeah, the game is definitely over, 40-14 with 4 minutes left in the game.
As once again, Lake Central trying to start something, even though little time. And there's Sir Felix Garcia once again. He finds the outside hole, and it will be dropped down right there. Hard tackle by Portage. It looked like that was number 35, Jordan Warner.
I don't know if you noticed, but Zach Bundle is currently not in the game. Number 3 as
that is new third-string quarterback Steve Bozaki transferring from Marion Catholic High School.
Yeah, first year as a senior here at Lake Central, never playing football, and
Yeah.
he has emerged and actually is in the football game right now.
As here is Steve Bozaki, the new quarterback in.
Under center, Steve Bozaki.
It looks like he'll hand off to Sir Felix Garcia, and Sir Felix Garcia finds a hole, and it looks like that's another Lake Central first down, about a 12-yard gain right there by the sophomore.
That's some good power offense right there, running up the gut and getting a good 10 or 15 yards. Looks like the student section has calmed down a lot.
Yep, as it always say, when the game gets closer to being over, the team that's losing is very quiet.
That is very true.
First and 10 Lake Central from the 50-yard line.
As same formation, I guess they're going to run it all the time now because why not?
Yeah, I guess they just want to get out of this game and
call it a day, work hard.
And he bounces out.
And he's
hit
tackled,
hard,
brought down. Looks like that was number 9.
The group tackle by 3 Portage players. This Lake Central offense is not playing inspired football.
Yeah, the tackle is by number 9, Jay Barber. He's trying to take him to a barber shop after that tackle.
If you're Lake Central, the things you have to do right now is just play inspired and try to have your best performance that you possibly can have in this loss.
She is. With 12-15 left in this fourth quarter, Lake Central will just be running the ball, it looks like. Once again, runs the ball, finds a hole, and another great gain right there, about 6 yards.
Garcia, the ball carrier. 49, Damian Kennedy on the tackle.
With a minute 45, this game is winding down. Jack, what do you take from this game?
I take that Lake Central wasn't ready for Portage. And that
totally
Portage,
agree.
they knew what they were getting into, they did their studying, and they perfectly read that defense.
Yeah, they perfectly read the defense, and they executed on offense exactly what they needed it to do.
As it's 3rd and 3, Sir Felix Garcia running a lot of times this drive. As he goes there once again, and looks like that'll be a Lake Central first down once again. Sir Felix Garcia having his own game in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, he's actually put up some nice rushing yards in this fourth quarter with a minute left. It looks like they have a couple runs left in the game, and it looks like that might be the end of this one, folks.
Yep, as with 1:12 left, looks like the game is about to end with under a minute.
And the clock continues to run, and it looks like one more run should put this one in the books.
As once again, Sir Felix Garcia once again under.
We might get actually one more snap out of this, depending when the ball is hiked. Fullback.
And nice stop right there by Portage. Sir
Looks
Felix
like Lake
Garcia.
Central will have to run one final play.
Sir Felix Garcia, one of the many times he has not got a gain of yards, looked like about no gain right there. As there's 34 seconds left.
And this one cranking down to the final seconds, Lake Central.
Seems like Lake Central will just end the game, call it a day,
Yeah.
come back tomorrow, practice, and get ready for the
Get back in
Bulldogs.
practice, get back in work. You have a lot of things to work on and get ready for Crown Point next week.
That's the game you need to worry about the most, Crown Point.
And this is the final handoff.
Once
Finds
again,
a hole, can he take it?
And there's another gain, looks like for another Lake Central first down.
It looks like
With 10 seconds left.
there's 10 seconds left. I believe Lake Central will probably let this clock run out and head home for this one. Portage 40, Lake Central 14.
As the clock is running, 7, 6.
With 3 seconds left, this will be the end
And
of this
that
one.
will be the game. And the Indians versus Indians battle. Portage prevails. Portage 14, Lake Central 14. We thank you all for tuning in tonight and watching one spectacular game. MVP tonight, once again, goes to Anthony Maceo with about 5 or 6 rushing touchdowns and had a game of his life. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Jack Thiel.
And I'm Matthew Florida.